Whoa, hey man. Some of the topics in this video may be graphic for some. We at HVXgoat Productions do not condone the use of illegal or legal substances. This video has been made strictly for educational purposes. Enjoy, dudes. Alrighty, and welcome to the second episode of the HVXgoat Podcast. Today I got three of my good buddies here. We got legendary Ruthless Aussie, Landon, who's another filmer. He kills it. Love you, Landon. And then Travis Stone.
That's good.
Not too much, man. How you guys doing today?
Not too bad at all.
Drive wasn't so bad. Yeah.
Made it out here. I thought there was going to be more snow from what I heard about Kitchener earlier in the week.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with that? It's March and it's actually okay outside. Yeah. We're going to ride, I think, today.
Yeah, we're going to give it a try. It's funny, the first day that we went filming this year for Space Goats, Kyle Mantha and I were filming fronties. Like street front flips. Like, what the fuck?
When was this?
Last week.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so it was like we had like 1 or 2 nice days. And he's been trying them at Joyride into the foam pit, just off of like the roll-in to go back down, like towards the deck.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's fucking getting close, man. He's ballsy enough to try it into like a mulch pile. But
I think I saw that on your Instagram.
Yeah.
On street? He was trying it on street?
He's trying it into this mulch pile, but it's not a park.
The street foam pit.
Yeah.
Oh, street foam pit. Hell yeah.
It's still street.
Good enough, man.
It's still street.
That counts.
Yeah. We were looking, we found a good spot for it too, and it's fucking gnarly, dude. Like, he's saying that he might do it, but it's a log that goes up off of this thing into a grass hill. So you got like a 3-foot drop. He's gonna tires up it to front flip.
What?
Like, what the fuck?
Shout out Zach Gerber.
Yeah, dude, literally.
Yeah, big shout out to Zach Gerber.
He was talking about that clip of Zach Gerber over like the 3 parking spaces from roof to roof.
Oh, the
damn.
Yeah,
like a Nate Wessel style gap, sort of.
Yeah, he did.
Anybody remembers Nate Wessel's gap in what was it, in Roadful 6, I believe?
Yeah, didn't he get broke off that? I thought he did.
It was, someone also gapped and manied it in that same sequence. That it was in that video though.
Yeah.
Roadful 6, Roadful's Europe. Yeah. That was crazy to watch. But this one that Zach Gerber did was even crazier. Apparently if you go to that spot, I was reading, if you go to that spot, it's just jumping it is an achievement.
Probably. It looks fucking crazy, man, honestly.
Sure.
That's just next level.
Well, let's see if this kid can get it done. Who is this?
Kyle Mantha.
Local guy?
Local guy. He didn't have a part in the last video, but for this one we gave him a full part. And he's got such a weird style. Like, all of it is all like weird, small, techie stuff, but he's got this weird fucking style. And then the last trick that he's going to do is a funny.
Oh yeah, I've known Kyle.
So he's just going to bust a fronty.
I know, it's going to be so weird. You're going to see him like slider for like 50 feet, the clip before it, and then it'll be a fronty.
Oh, shit. I believe you've got a story of that.
That's pretty
you
BMX.
And that guy in a certain place. No, that wasn't the place?
Maybe.
Place?
I think I know what place.
Water slide?
Yeah, a certain water.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was
No.
That wasn't the same guy?
That was a different one.
yeah. That's
different Kyle.
That's Kyle Ray.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't need to go
another story.
We don't need to go into details of what happened at that water slide, but
that's another story.
Now you have me worried,
Another
though.
day.
That one was a good one. I'll tell you after. I don't want to break it out to the public, but it's essentially like Billy Perry, but before them. If you remember that whole scandal, yeah,
quite a bit before that.
Yeah, it was about a year or 2 before them.
Fair enough.
That was fun.
I wouldn't say fun was probably the word he would.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't.
But
good times.
I didn't have a horrible time.
your friend did though.
Oh, buddy, yeah, he's pissed.
Well, he also could have made different decisions.
He could have, yeah.
Let's just leave it at that.
He took one for the team.
Yeah.
He did. So
Sure.
thank you again,
Sure.
Kyle Ray.
Thank you.
Hashtag free Kyle Ray.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh, so good.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
Moving forward here. So I think we're here to talk about like
BMX videos, man.
BMX and BMX accessories.
Yeah, of course.
BMX media in general.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
did the BMXing once.
You did do the BMXing once. I think
Just
you
for a
did it
sec.
for about 7 minutes in the last Fuckasses BMX DVD.
There's a
pretty good
potential
part.
possibility that happened.
And what was the total
Maybe.
length of that video again?
81 minutes.
Yes.
This one's going to be 90, the Space Goats video.
Holy.
But there's
I hope you have 9 more minutes in your schedule.
It's like I was watching it yesterday because today is actually the 2-year anniversary of it. I released it 2 years ago today when I was living it all in. And I was watching it yesterday. My girlfriend and my buddy Jason, we were just doing commentary over it. And it was pretty cool to kind of look back at it. And it doesn't...
Absolutely.
It's one of the videos that, like, I was watching it. I don't know if it's just because I made it, but it didn't seem that long when you actually watch it. Everything flowed together really nicely. So...
It flows in your brain, you know. You're like, oh, moving on to this section, and you remember a good memory from that section. So.
Yeah, exactly. It was a great time filming that, though. I'm definitely like... It was awesome using kind of the shittier cameras for that because I didn't really give a fuck, but... Now it's
you got to learn how to use some older equipment.
for sure.
As opposed to just an iPhone, which is what most people do nowadays, right?
Can't film a BMX video on an iPhone, in my heart at least.
Some people would try to argue the other way, but having a real fish lens is, instead of a clip-on tiny little one, it's...
But we can all agree that cell phone footage has come a long way.
It's 100%. It's crazy, man. Like, I have a fucking passionate hate for slow-mo. I don't know why. There's times to use it, and there's times not to use it.
Yeah.
And I think that part of the reason I fucking hate it so much is because cell phones,
so much.
Everybody fucking does it. You're sitting there watching somebody do a fucking bar spin for like 20 minutes.
A pickup bar spin.
Yes.
A slow down on a pickup bar spin.
Oh, man.
Yo, I threw it, and it was just sick forever.
My hand came off the bar for a second. It wasn't a total bus driver.
Yeah, it was not.
I don't know. Freaking bus drivers.
Split second.
If you're going to do a bar spin and it's going to be a bus driver, just call it a damn bus driver. You're driving the bus. Like, most kids these days, they're driving the bus. They're not.
Yeah.
Don't deny it.
Yeah. Don't deny it.
Don't deny it.
Don't try and hide it.
Kids have got to learn the Aussie bar. That's the legendary bar spin.
But that's not a bus driver still. If I ever still frame, like if I ever do like a still frame of one of my bar spins, my hands, it actually looks pretty funny. It's like my one hand's up in the air.
You're waving high.
Yeah, I'm waving a hi to everybody. Hey, everyone, check out this bar spin, which I can't really do. So
Still sick, man. I love them. They're great.
I can do them going backwards. Fun fact. So
that's
with
pretty
no
sick.
Free coaster.
Yeah, you can't have a coaster if you're Aussie.
And actually, we were watching a video last night. Was it? There was a video of a guy that did. He was going fakie with a free coaster, but he actually did an Aussie style bar right in it. Like he didn't hop high or anything. He just mini hop and just threw it, and I was like, wow, that's in like a real video on the internet and everything. So,
on the internet.
On the internet.
On the internet.
It's important.
One of those internet videos.
When did Aussie start accessing the interwebs?
Yes, that.
Landon, I think that you'd be able to give us that answer since you live with him. He just found out about internet porn.
Yeah. Okay, that's a new discovery, but...
Speaking of which, isn't a certain video uploaded to a certain... Or the trailer to a certain video uploaded to a certain...
I think he's talking about the trailer of fuckassesbmxdvd being uploaded to the worldwide site known as pornhub.com.
Yes. Getting a lot of confused viewers expecting things other than BMX, but they got BMX.
Yes, I'm on Pornhub.
I got more comments. I got more comments on Pornhub than I did YouTube for that, which is awesome.
Okay, maybe I'm going about this wrong way. Canadian needs to be on Pornhub.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go RedTube just to be different.
RedTube.
You should.
Just to be creative or whatever.
And what's funny too?
Sorry, can I mention a fun fact from back in the day? S&M did actually make a BMX porn video in the back of their warehouse many moons ago. I don't know if anybody out there is listening right now and can find that video and like send me a link or something. Just tag me, and I would love to actually watch that video, or at least some of it, if because I've seen a still frame. Sorry, not even a still frame, a photograph of the scene.
He wants to make full use of that video.
Yes, yes, okay.
As long as the wifey's out of town.
Yeah. She was away last
she's
night,
into that.
Actually.
Is she into? Have you asked her?
No, I have not.
Well,
combination
these are
of both
things that you need to think about.
She is a cyclist.
About yourself.
She is a cyclist, so
you need to think about her too. Did you ever think that maybe she wants that more than you do?
This is an interesting proposition.
You got to think about these things. You got to think outside of the box and about her.
I'm actually going to text her. No, I'm not going to text her that right now.
No, you shouldn't.
Oh man.
Pretty funny.
Oh my god.
Anyway, S&M porn video. Somebody please out there in the BMX world get that shit online.
There is a very small snippet in the new Hot Dogs Who Can't Read video if you watch very closely, and I don't think a lot of people caught that, but it is in there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like
That's
a
pretty cool.
split-second snippet. But yeah.
What
enough to know
a
what's going
fucking
on.
name for a video, man. That's
Yep.
so good. That was
Yep.
so good.
Oh,
I
man.
loved it.
What is it?
And it
Hot
came-
dogs who can't read?
Yeah, and it came natural too because it was just some random dude on the street who was called them hot dogs who can't read. They were like, well, there's the name.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah.
let's just be honest. Have you ever met, Landon, a hot dog that could read?
Me. Yeah, me.
One, yeah.
The only one, and that's
Yeah.
me. That's the only one in the world that's full hot dog shape. Has been to the Schneider's factory in town on a tour before for a school and university when I was in University of Guelph.
Okay.
Part
Continue.
of the food science program, we actually did a tour of the Schneider's factory in town here. Very meaty in there.
Well, I guess I stand corrected.
Yes, I do know a hot dog
good.
who
So I went
can
to
in
school
fact
for
read.
that, and I've been in a factory where
Hot
they make
dog school.
Yes.
Is that a
Going to school for
university?
hot dogs.
Yeah, university.
Ozzy went to
Well,
university.
yes.
That's fucking crazy.
Yes.
Hot dogs.
I learned it.
You learned it.
Yeah, I learned things.
You did.
Sir Hot Doggington.
Oh man.
Anyway, all right.
So as I was saying, it's funny because videos from Pornhub will actually get reposted on other websites. So if you look it up, it's on like 10 different porn sites for some reason that I never uploaded it to.
Oh,
It just got
okay, yeah,
reposted.
Yeah.
I hear ya, because once that shit's on there, it's just automatically downloaded, put on. They share these
Oh,
porn
yeah, they do.
things they like to share. So,
They're all owned by the same people, most likely.
and it's all about sharing in today's society, right?
I guess so. I can say that.
I mean, you
Maybe.
can't. I share.
To
porn-
care is to share.
I share porns with other people. I'm not selfish with those. The other night, remember we had the porn mag out in the basement. No
Magazine?
Yeah, we
Oh,
had a magazine.
when who was over though?
Who was over? Nick? Was it Love Gun? Was
Nick
Love
and
Gun
Nick
there?
and Sebastian.
Yeah.
Like a circle jerk.
Well, it was in a basement.
I just came downstairs and they were handing around a porno mag, and
Yeah,
I was
just
like,
looking at it.
Oh
It had all
my
sorts
I
of
mean, I've
things.
seen weirder
From what
scenes.
year? From what year? Was it recent?
I actually checked the date the other day. It belonged to, and this is a throwback to a BMXer, Corbin Kozlowski. Corbin gave me that magazine when I was helping him move from his one place to another place in the city there, and it included it's a club magazine, I believe, club, and it's from 2003. And there's also in the same beer store bag is a bunch of little liquor bottles that he gave me that I haven't had time to use yet, but. You know those little mini ones that you get extra sometimes with like a big bottle? It's like hanging off the side.
Like a bottle of Bush?
Not a bottle of Bush. That's,
Wait, are you supposed to use the bottles to like empty into?
after you drink it, then yeah, you could.
Okay.
What was there Bush?
Kind of like a piss jug, like in Trailer Park Boys, but
Or
obviously-
semen.
Yes.
Semen jug.
All right, let's get this conversation
fuck.
a bit more highbrow here.
Alrighty.
You know?
Well,
Porn talk. we can all tell that we're pretty obsessed with women's breasts. So
No, it's not just that.
oh man.
okay, yes, we all know your obsession with asses. Fine.
gotta have a nice one, man. Those are sick.
Ass man?
That counts.
No, I'm an overall. I like proportion.
Oh, okay. All right.
I like every girl will fit a certain proportion. If they match the proportion to their body, that's hot.
All right. Good enough. Good
That's
way to
that's
say
a
it.
great statement.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
back onto hot dogs who can't read. Such a great name. How did you come up with Canadia and VisionQuest? Because I fucking love VisionQuest, man. That's such
I
a
do
great
too.
name. That's a
Yeah,
great
so-
fucking name.
He may not like it anymore, but I watched
Yeah,
that
he tried
video.
to make me watch it the other night, and I was like, please don't put that
Why
on.
didn't you
Like,
make a Vision Quest 2?
please.
I watched
So-
it last night, man. It was sick.
Vision Quest, I essentially had no idea what I was doing. I was just in college, wanted to start filming more BMX because no one else was really doing it in my area. And I ended up I bought a Canon GL2 off Kijiji, like dirt cheap, and again, had no idea what I was doing. Didn't even know it like took tapes at first and everything like that. And then once I got rolling with it, I was like, I've never done a video before. So I mean, it's kind of like I'm trying to get my vision out there. And I was like, I guess I'm on a quest to put my vision out there. So I was like, just put 2 and 2 together. Just seemed like a cool name. But then I don't know if you guys saw, there was a skate video that came out called Spirit Quest.
Yeah, I think I did see that.
So sick. Like, I think his name's Colin Reed, and he really killed it. Like a lot of interesting stuff in there. So I came up with the name before I saw that, but I still almost changed the name right before putting it out because I was like, that's going to get more shine. But I left it. It more or less was the VisionQuest to sort of get me started in the direction I'm going.
For sure. And I think that when it comes to BMX videos versus skate videos, you can kind of play around with it. Like, you can... Song jacking is something that's like a little... I don't know, you kind of want to stay away from it, but at the same time, man, honestly, it's going to happen.
If you really love the song, just use it. If you're absolutely dead set and it fits your writing perfectly, who cares if... I mean, yeah, I'm an old man about that stuff, but even by this point, if the song fits, just use it. You know, it's... Maybe...
I like to think of it as like, maybe you can outdo the person who used it before you and make it look better.
There you go.
Like, your writing doesn't even have to be better, it's just how the video is put together.
Exactly.
Like, and you could edit it, like, someone could have used that song, but edited it completely horribly, or it's filmed really horribly, and then you could put out a perfectly edited and filmed part, and everyone would be like, yeah, that was better.
But now, if it's not a fit at all for the writing, and you song jacked...
I'm probably not going to watch the video. There's a lot of them that I've actually shut off mid-part that I'm like, okay, I can't watch this, and I skip through.
Because all you're having memories of the other writer of what they did for that.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, well, your writing doesn't fit at all. Like, let's say somebody used it for a Trails video, and now they're trying to use it for like a indoor park edit.
Yeah.
Don't really.
Yeah.
If you're gonna song jack, do quality, people.
There you go.
That's the whole story.
With the what are your thoughts on skate park footage and like full length videos, like between the two of you guys?
I like when it's all in one section and segregated.
Yeah.
Like in VisionQuest, I think I called it Skate Park Boogie or something.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Some really weird music to it, but I had all the skate park footage because I was just filming anything. Like, I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do with all the footage. And then when I got it all done, I was like, I don't want to put this in parts because it looks kind of scrappy. But I was like, if I put it all in one skate park montage, then it kind of flows.
Yeah.
And then it's not just useless.
That's a great statement.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think if it's in a skate park section, you can totally do it. But I don't like when it's just like street and then one random park clip tossed in. Unless it's something completely absurd. And then you're kind of like, okay. You can't really argue, like...
Yeah.
I've been guilty of that. I've been guilty of, long ago, and my buddy Dave, who we edit stuff with, we're kind of guilty for that. Yeah. But, we're editing, in our heads, BMX is still in 2004, so...
Yeah.
I mean, back then, that was totally kosher, so...
It was only until recently that Mr. Ruthless Aussie has actually started watching BMX videos made after the year 2005. How true is the statement?
It's been forced upon me by Landon mostly.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, when he takes over, we have two inputs for my the big screen in the basement for watching videos. One is the VGA input, which is a much older style input, and that's obviously hooked up to a computer that's from 2003, which obviously doesn't have the internet, so the video's on there from 2003. The other input is an HDMI, as the kids call it, input to this TV, and that's the one Landon primarily uses.
Yeah.
And once that thing gets used, I have no idea what could be coming on there. I mean...
How many BMX VHS videos do you own?
Do I own? Oh.
I know. How many VHS players do you own?
I own multiple VHS players, including one that can also do PAL format, if anybody knows what that is. It's like European format. If anybody needs tapes converted to digital, I do that. But as far as videos go, I don't know. I don't have a massive collection, but I have the important ones. I've got the Criminal Mischief Red Tape, if anybody knows that. Looking for Seek and Destroy, if anybody can find a copy of that on VHS for me. That would be highly appreciated. I got a bunch of props, like...
You need, remember you asked me yesterday to find the Federal video. Oh. The original Federal video.
Is it called Trafalo? Is that what it is? Federal Trafalo? Do you guys know that one? It's the classic criminal, it's the classic, like, Stephen Hamilton part. Corey Martinez has a crazy part in it. The big curved wall to 720 is in it.
Oh. Yeah.
That apparently just got one-downed in a video 15 years later. The kid 360 out
pretty
of
sure
it.
Reed Stark 3'd out of it, and everyone was kind of like, come on.
I saw that
Like,
on Rodeo Peanut.
Yeah. It was like,
Yo, we
like,
got to
man.
admit, Rodeo Peanut's awesome. Shout out to them. You guys do an awesome job. Keep calling
heckling
people out
BMX.
because you know what? That just makes people better. I don't care how many haters there are out there. It just totally makes people better calling them out on their shit. So shout out to those guys at Rodeo
It keeps
Peanut.
the progression going.
Shout out to
It does.
Rodeo Peanut, Piff Dank, Team Weed 420.
Oh my fucking
they
God.
kill me on a daily basis. Even though I
Team
mean,
Weed.
I don't know who runs it. Like, do you guys
It's
have any
fucking
clue?
Crumlish. It's Crumlish.
Well, we haven't.
Don't
We
lie.
ride with a kid that claims he has the password, right? So
Yeah, he claims he's posted memes on there,
yeah.
but
So maybe we do know one of the.
I
people
mean,
that
as
helps
they
run
say,
it.
jokes are butterflies, so he could just be telling us a butterfly.
That's fair. Oh man,
But yeah, they kill me.
they're dope.
There's a lot of good ones out there.
I don't know why, but I'm just so stuck and dead set that it's fucking Crumlish. I just feel like that's like him, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
It's,
It does seem like a Crumlish thing to do.
he likes the memes. I'm sure of that. I don't know if that's like the main thing that it is, right? It's a meme thing. So I don't know. I don't imagine those. Maybe is Greg part of that too? Possibly. I don't know.
Tokyo Bitch 69.
Yes. Yeah, that guy.
Yes, him. I don't, he might be. I mean, he did have a part in the new 20AG mixtape, but it's hard
Apparently,
to tell. It's hard
none
to
of
tell.
those people are affiliated with Team Weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the
you
video.
never know.
Especially Joel Fortin. He has
Yeah.
not one thing to do with it
Oh.
at all.
That's
Yes.
so good.
Like, nothing.
Oh man, he had a part in. Was it Canada?
Yep.
I
yeah,
thought so.
managed-
Some clips
yep.
in there.
I filmed with Joel a little bit. I went up to Barrie where he lives.
I heard he's
and rode-
quitting the VX life.
I don't think he's quitting. He's not going to abandon us forever, but he is getting a new HD setup so he
Okay.
can make things a little bit more accessible. I think it's more so he wants to start taking some photos and like get some quicker content out versus, everybody here should know the process. of-
tapes.
Yes. Everyone here knows the process of getting things off of tapes and it is not the easiest.
Oh man, dude. So
I don't blame him honestly. Like I'm heading in that direction shortly here too, for sure.
I so because the podcast, like the way that I'm doing it, 2 of the cameras are using tapes today because I had all 3 using tapes last time. Fuck that. I had so many fucking issues, dude. I was here for 5 hours uploading one fucking tape because there was just so many like weird cuts in it. It just wasn't working. The audio was desynced. So now I've got the mix board, which is going to set the audio to that camera and that one, so I don't have to fucking deal with that ever again.
Yeah.
We actually had some
call.
fun the other day uploading clips from.
Oh God.
So I have my newest rig is a Sony PD170, which is kind of it's the big brother of the VX 2100, and I got a pretty serious looking rig for it now, like offhand mic, obviously. Got the light with it. I got a hard drive recorder, so we don't have to use tapes with it. Anyway, we did recently. I didn't feel like bringing the hard drive recorder out, or it was dead or something. So we actually ended up filming some tape stuff. And if you know the PD170 cameras, well, they shoot in DV cam codec, which is some crazy Sony proprietary codec.
Yeah.
So we tried to upload it using a capture cam, obviously, like a Canon capture cam. Both me and Landon have Canon ones, and we couldn't get it to work. I mean, so yeah, there's something to do with the time code of those clips when it's DV cam. So we actually had to use that exact camera to upload the clips eventually, and that was pretty annoying. So watch out if you're using one of those old cameras, guys. Watch out what codec it films in, because it could be not compatible at all with the capture camera that you're using. So just watch out. That's only mostly for the Sony and the Panasonic guys, because I think Panasonic's codec is called DVC Pro. If you're using any of those, you're gonna have to use the same camera you recorded on to capture it, which is pretty shitty to do. So anyway, just a warning.
Yeah, that's a very fair statement. With the HVX, it uses the P2 cards.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man. Those are fucking expensive. Like, I
You
have...
got 2 or 1?
I only have 1. I have a
Okay.
32, but I've been trying so hard to find a 64 for under $200 local. There's like a dude who
No
sells
way,
that
no
stuff.
chance.
I know, it's so fucking hard.
Yeah.
I go
200
on
for a 64.
I go
You're
online
dreaming.
every week and I fucking bother people
Yeah.
that are like down, they're selling that stuff.
In the
but
city, you're not gonna find that in the city
No.
either.
You need
came
to buy it
across-
from, I think that there's a dude who
Travis is
sells
lost.
stuff.
so much
Online.
Yeah,
like
for all
that.
those listening who don't do filming and everything, you're not alone. This is all Japanese, and I don't understand it either. But you know what?
His
for
phone
those,
does a pretty good job.
you got to have people like this because
Yeah.
you need them. You know what? When you get older, you're going to look back on these film memories, and you're going to be so grateful that you have this stuff filmed. You don't have to be the best. It's just a lot of this stuff is for memory and for fun because you won't be able to do this your whole life.
No,
we all know that.
And I mean, this information is online, but most people don't bother checking about this codec business. They're just like, they do it, and then they have to eat it after the fact. Oh, I can't even get my clips off that tape. Like, so you know what they resort to, which is the classic: film the screen of the camera playing the tape, and then upload that on the Instagram.
What the fuck? That's so bad. So when I was filming Fuck Asses, the first year of filming, I didn't upload any of my tapes. I actually
good.
banked
That's a good
all of
thing.
them, and I was like, fuck it. I didn't have a FireWire cable at the time, and I didn't have a
man.
computer that could handle it yet. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I'm just going to keep banking these because they're tapes. They're cheap. They'll hold the footage on it, and it should be fine.
As long as you
I
don't lose
sat-
the tape, right?
Yeah, I sat for like 30 hours worth of fucking footage the first time that I got my FireWire cable. And I just was like, I was still in high school at the time, so I came home from school, would order pizza, and just fucking sit there all night until like 1:30 in the morning, go to
Yeah.
bed, go to high school the next
Capture
day.
party. It's called a capture party.
Yeah. Got a few of those. At least, yeah, countless people have sat with me just to see one clip and they watch the whole thing capturing to get a glimpse.
Yeah.
And the funniest part is when they hold their phone up to record it for Instagram and miss it by like 2 seconds.
That's the best, man.
It's
so good.
2018, March 2018, and I had to sit through one of those last weekend.
Yep.
So good.
Oh, man.
Oh my
are
fucking
we doing
god, I
with
forgot
our
to turn that
lives?
phone off. God damn it.
Oh. We're going to get a guest
Yeah.
on the podcast?
Yeah, wait for it.
No. Hang up.
No.
All right.
Well,
I
that's a
don't think
pretty
so.
shitty
Okay,
message.
that's okay.
They tried.
They did. Oh man. Yeah, so Landon, I kind of have the same thing as you when I first started filming. Like I picked up a GL2.
Yep.
Or GL1, sorry, it wasn't even GL2. Bought it for like $200 and was just like, fuck it, I just want to film BMX stuff. Because I
There
had
it is right
been
there.
doing, it's still working to this day.
Yep.
I had been filming BMX stuff on like a T1i, which I didn't mind, but I was mainly doing photos.
Yeah.
And I just kind of, I don't know, I wasn't having too much fun. I was like, let's just film. So I just picked up an old camera because I kind of liked the look of the tapes and everything and wanted to learn about it.
The handle helps, too.
It's like
The
the
handle is
family dog.
amazing.
You just can't put it down.
Absolutely. I agree.
Oh,
with
man.
that.
And then in the process of making Fuck Asses, I actually sold that T1i. And
I remember that.
Got
I
a
remember you
DVX
talking
instead. And I
about
was
that.
like, yeah, man, I just want to do tapes. Like, I really like it. And then
Yeah.
once that video was over, I used the money that I gained from selling those videos everywhere and just bought my HVX. So now
Wow.
everything's HD, which is sick. And
Yeah.
I'm really
Key card.
enjoying it. I've got a great setup at home for like editing and everything now. I've got a huge iMac with another huge screen
I think
beside
I've seen
it.
a picture of your setup. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I have like a
It does look-
27-inch iMac with a 32-inch TV right next to it that's just
nice.
linked to it.
Oh,
So
that's sick.
I've got a ton of space. But it's great. Like I've been working on Space Goats and doing all the animation with it too, and it's
Is it a
great.
dark place, too?
I keep it pretty dark.
Good.
Yeah.
So
That's what
it's the
you
best way
need.
to edit.
Yeah. You don't want
Yeah.
a bunch of sun. It's like it's a thing that you do. It's like a private time thing, editing. You know, you don't
Pretty
wanna,
much.
You don't want to be distracted.
No.
You know, you can. I find that doing it in the dark is a lot easier. I don't
Oh,
like.
yeah,
I don't like doing
100%.
it. And at nighttime, usually, hardly
Yeah.
ever do you edit during. You don't really edit during the daytime because you could be doing more useful things like riding during those
Exactly.
during the daytime, right?
Yeah.
So.
I'd say most of my editing happens between the hours of midnight and like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's just when my brain gets all of its editing ideas and I just have to do it then, and if I don't, I'm never going to do it. So,
I'll go out to, in the middle of the night, go out to the washroom sometimes, and I'll see Landon's room light on, and I'm like, my God, he's still working on something in
Yep.
there at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
You've gone to bed for a few hours at this point. I'm still just up doing
Yeah.
something completely useless to most people, but in my head, it's real important.
Yes.
That's all that matters, man.
Absolutely.
No, it's good.
That's awesome, dude. I'm like kind of the same way. I try and do all my editing like either right before work, because I work like afternoon shifts for the most part. So I do it in the morning, which kind of sucks. But like if I'm not at my girlfriend's house, I'll just edit all fucking night. So it's a lot of fun. I get a lot of stuff done.
You work afternoon shift then, so you can work late into the night, which is nice.
Nice
thing. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I can't.
Sweet.
There's no way I could. Yeah, I get up and I just go to work. There's no way I'm doing something before work.
No,
that's fair.
That's
Travis, you get up pretty early or what?
Yeah, kind of. I don't really sleep in much. I'm more of a night owl too, though. I get a lot of stuff done at nighttime.
Yeah.
Just do different stuff than filming and editing. Do a lot of night riding too. A lot of my clips and fuck asses were night riding clips.
Oh hell yeah! Can I ask a non-BMX question? What's going on with the junkyard?
The junkyard has since been shut down.
I've been this place.
The whole property was sold off, so we couldn't rent it anymore, and lots of good memories there. But
a lot of old tube TVs there.
Yeah, a lot of old tube TVs. I even had a little BMX setup. I had a sub box attached to the back of a Chevy tailgate.
I believe I've seen a clip of you double pegging the back of your own truck from a skid.
Fell over.
Oh, he fell over? I think I've seen the one he pulled.
I thought you fell off.
Yeah, no, I did fall off, and I almost smoked my head on a trailer hitch.
Jesus!
I've also burned a couple scooters there. And
yes, I remember.
Hit them with on-fire sledgehammers, which is the most on fire.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to light things on fire.
Oh, there was some. Actually, during a Monday session last week, there was some serious scooter hate going on. You guys would have loved it. Who was it that was hating on the scooter?
Probably Sebastian and Nick.
No, I wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Was this at a street spot?
Dirt scoot came out to us.
One of his buddies showed up on a dirt scooter,
Lopez.
and we were all. I've never been more thrown off my entire life.
I
didn't know how to react.
Harvester technically invited him, like Ant invited him, but yeah, he just
invited it.
He's a school teacher, so he was working. He was working.
He
had it in his car already.
Is he a liberal?
No, he actually is a sick rider, but he didn't have his BMX with him, so
man,
he had the dirt scoot with him. No, someone else was really talking shit on. Oh, BMX Taxi hates.
Yeah,
scooters.
he was talking a lot of smack
despises
that day.
scooters. So
well, BMX Taxi is if you know him, you know he's extremely opinionated.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I could understand
Great
that.
human
One of
being.
his qualities.
Yeah.
Yes.
So scooters is not a thing he likes.
Yeah, great human being, but does not like scooters. There's a reason he's called BMX Taxi.
Not scooter taxi.
Not scooter taxi.
There you go.
Yeah.
We gotta ask: is the scoot scene, is it like as crazy as near us? Is it crazy here or what? I don't even know.
You know what's funny? There's a lot of skaters here more than scooters, and
That's
a lot
a
of the
good thing.
scooters
That's
are
a great
all
thing.
young fucking kids. But here's the thing: all
The
the
kids know
skaters.
as they get older on a scooter, they are shunned from society.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I have a couple of the skate dudes that I'm actually filming a little mixtape that we're gonna call Skater Goats. So to have some, I'm gonna plan on doing some animation where there's like cartoon goats doing skate tricks.
Oh,
But they're really cool. But that's fine. There's a couple dudes in this area that are just fucking dicks for no reasons at all. Like
they're
just
old school guys? or
old
what?
school, and they just don't
okay.
like BMX at all. I'm like, man, fuck off. Just get over it.
Is there a skate shop in this area? Like
There
a good
is.
one?
It's a Funhouse, and when West 49 was here, I worked there, which isn't really a
okay.
skate shop, more clothing.
It's a
but
skate shop.
they
It's a
sell
skate-
skateboards.
Yeah.
Clothing store that sells it.
When I grew up,
Zoomies.
West 49 was where you went
Yeah,
for any skate stuff.
But they
like,
in a sense, they kind of ruined the small skateboard shop
They did.
industry.
Yeah.
There used
Oh,
to
by
be a
far.
lot more local shops, and when West 49 came into the skateboarding world, that really eliminated these small shops because they couldn't keep up with West 49's competitive pricing because they were a bigger, more commercialized outlet, and that's why I wouldn't really necessarily want something like that in the BMX industry because then again that would ruin small shops like the shop I ride for, Harvester. That's really important for me. That's a local business and that supports the local economy. So I'm all about local stuff. Support your local shops.
Backpedaling
Whether you're into
too.
BMX or not. Backpedaling's a great shop
great local
located
shop
in
as well.
Guelph. They're fantastic. Just support your local shops, whether it's BMX or not. Support local business, 100%.
Shout out the Boiler Room where I work as well,
man,
another local one.
Too.
What else? Station BMX in Hamilton,
Yeah.
they're doing great stuff.
Right?
All these guys are locally owned.
Yeah, we got Momentum in Barrie. We got... Jeez, who else can we shout out? How many more local shops
Who's
off the
that
top of our
guy
head?
in Orangeville? Broken Boards in Orangeville?
Yeah, Sam's BMX shop, which my buddy Keith rides for. And then there's another dude, Jared, that does too. I think he's got a couple kids on there, but they're all pretty decent too.
And then 3 Ride, of course. They've been going.
Yeah, you gotta have them.
I gotta ask,
Yeah.
is there a BMX equivalent of West 49?
I don't think so.
No.
We don't. There's
No. I used to work for a local skate shop in Kingston called BSE Skate Shop.
Okay.
And our direct competitors were, of course, West 49 and Zoomies. But it was funny because
Zoomies. Zoomies.
it came out of the States. It's like another West 49, basically.
okay.
But
It's like an emo West 49.
yeah,
Hot
kinda.
Topic crossed with West 49.
Yeah,
That's exactly
Yeah.
That's it.
We used to get all the actual hard good sales because people would go up to them to try and buy decks and stuff.
Yeah.
They'd buy the deck, and the person working behind the counter wouldn't know how to grip it.
They don't know how to do anything.
So they'd
man.
come down to us with a brand new deck and grip, and we'd be like, "Well, it's going to cost you to grip it
Because you didn't buy
that
the
from
stuff
us."
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. You
And
get
then
that service for free if you buy it from us.
Yeah, it was bad though.
Man, the best thing that I ever seen at West 49 was this person comes in and I sell them on like $250 worth of skate shit for a skateboard. Brand new board. I grip it up.
Pro
It's like, yeah,
deck?
man.
Pro deck?
Pro deck. Pro
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I
No
sold
blanks. No blanks.
them. No blanks. Pro deck. Sold them on like mag trucks and all these other crazy things. And then he's like, yeah, man, I can't wait to go skate it. Fucking mall grab. Very first thing. He's like, oh, you don't
Yeah.
fucking skate. Fuck you.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's that?
That's where you grab the truck and you carry it by the truck.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, oh, you don't even fucking skate,
The
dude.
worst.
Don't lie.
Oh man, the worst for us was because in Kingston, Queen's University is so prevalent. All the kids there, all the students want longboards, so I was selling more longboards and skateboards, and it used to bum me out so much. Same with Thrasher sweaters. When Thrasher became a big thing, I think every other thing I sold was either a Thrasher sweater or t-shirt to some girl who didn't even know what Thrasher was. We had one girl
terrible.
actually ask us why Thrasher was sold in skateboard shops. For real, that's not a joke, and we didn't know how to answer. Like, we were like, because it's a skateboard magazine.
Yeah, it's like these. It's
Yeah, skateboard magazine
It's the
underneath it.
skateboarding
Yeah.
magazine, as
So-
far as I know, isn't it? I don't know.
couple other ones, but yeah, it's the one.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out Blue Tile Lounge in Toronto.
Yeah.
Those guys are the shit.
Those guys are the shit.
Yeah, you guys heard of that store? It's a skate shop. Like, they put out DVDs. They actually film on tape still as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually bought my newest Death Lens, well, my only real Death Lens. It's not a baby Death Lens. I bought from Blue Tile Lounge filmer guy. I met him at Finch Station. Gave it to me for $100, and yeah, he told me, I'm one of the Blue Tile Lounge filmers. So that was pretty cool. I bought it from an old, a skateboarding guy. But then I sent him a link for the hard drive recorder I use, and I didn't get a response. I think it was too
much.
They're
for his
traditionalists. The reason why I bought it from him, actually, he told me the VIG on that lens was not what he was looking for. He wanted a different vignette. So I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I'm sure I'll like whatever the VIG looks like on this thing when I put it on my camera. And sure enough, it looks pretty good. So anyway.
That's sick, man. I've been meaning to pick up the extreme lens for the HVX.
Oh.
Holy fuck. I cannot, man. Like, it's so dope.
There's two of you hunting for one right now.
Yeah.
Both
There's a
of you
dude
are.
that sells them on Instagram, and I followed 2 pages that do, just so that, like, if I randomly have fucking $3,000 to spend, I'll pick it up. But
wait, what is he? He sells them? Like, he gets them from
I've
somewhere?
told you it's the VX1000 market, and then there's another guy that's
Death Lens Sales.
Yes, that's the other one. I follow both too, and I've hit them both up. Both quoted me like $2,500 for the lens and the rails.
I found
cheapest
one,
they can do, and
it was $2,000 from the same guy, $2,000 with the rails, but it had a tiny little defect with it, and apparently you wouldn't notice it if you zoomed in a tiny little bit.
Yeah, it had a little tiny mark in it, but I remember I actually asked him about that one too.
That's
Funny
so
enough,
good.
and he sent me a photo looking through it, and you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just so everybody knows, this is a lens that you're not really attaching a lens to a camera. You're attaching a camera to a lens.
Yes,
Right.
More so. The lens usually has its own tripod. No, it's not as big enough. It doesn't need its own tripod, but still, this...
It's heavy as fuck. It weighs like 5 pounds. It's
Yeah.
a big square glass,
Massive.
like fisheye.
Yeah, it's not a circular lens. It's like a rectangular.
It's a rectangle.
shape sort of thing. It's
It's like for true 16 by 9 fish.
yeah,
which
it's
like
the
you
only
can't
true.
get.
It's the only true fish for 16 by 9.
Yeah.
Like that, if you want a depth lens look,
Not frogs, fish.
Yes. Not amphibians. We're not talking about amphibious.
we're going into
Fish eyes here.
going into a technical tangent here again that Travis just is lost in, but
Sorry,
it's
Travis.
okay. It's okay. Travis just shreds on a bike, so he doesn't need to know about any of this.
He knows a lot about cars that we don't know.
Yes.
About.
Yes, he could.
I could have this exact conversation with cars, and you guys would be so lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about the similarities between Hondas and Integras and God knows the 16 valves versus 24 valves versus turbocharged versus VTEC. God, okay, that's too much for me.
Yeah, I'm already done with the car talk.
It's so good.
I gotta grab a fresh beer, guys. Actually.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, so there's this clip in VisionQuest of these fucking
God.
people praying for you.
Yes.
How awesome
Yes.
is that? How did that
So-
happen? How did that come about?
That was quite the day. We were just riding in Queen's University, and this group of ladies approached us. Between, I don't know, a few of them were like 40 years old, I want to say, and then all the way down to like young 12-year-old girls. And they were part of a church group that was walking around praying for people. And they approached us because one of my buddies was wearing a red sweater, and they said that one of them had a dream saying they had to pray for somebody in red or something like that. We didn't really know how to take it, so I just started filming it. And my buddy tried telling him his sweater was orange, not red, and that didn't work because they just prayed anyways.
That's so good.
Yeah,
That's
that was
Kyle Northmore, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's
He
from
had
Kingston.
a really sick banger in that video. The three off the set
Yeah.
over the curb.
I looked at
That was
that.
fucking next level, man.
He's
That
huge,
was
man.
dope.
Oh,
So
man.
shout out to you, man.
Me and
Kyle-
Travis have actually been to that spot before
Yeah.
when we stayed on Landon's couches there, and yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
it's-
We were looking at doing the rail, and then we saw, and then he
Yeah.
told us, he's like, somebody's 3'd that. I was like, to the street?
Yep.
Holy
that's
cow.
We were there, and I had my camera. Oh,
Clean.
yes.
Really
That was
clean.
very
He
clean.
did that, so that was first go. He didn't even run up to it. We were just at the spot riding. We were riding the flat ledges up top. And then I was like, yeah, someone should do this rail. So we pegged that first go. And then he's like, are you actually like filming for something? And I was like, I mean, I might put a video together. He's like, okay, I'll 3 this then. And I was like, okay.
What?
It was
Yeah.
the first big
Crazy.
thing I'd ever filmed. I'd never filmed something that big. And when he did it first try, I was like, all right, either I'm filming a death here or he's going to land it. Like, I didn't know which way we were going. And
For
yeah,
sure.
ever since then, like, he did the big hanger in that too, down
Right.
the
Oh,
really
yeah,
steep
yeah,
rail.
yeah, square rail.
Yeah, and again, he just like pulled that out of nowhere.
Man, there's been a lot of times for this new video that I filmed a lot of scary shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to name any of the tricks because it's got to be new. Like, I'll tell you guys after we're done,
Yeah.
but holy fuck, man. There's a lot
Yeah.
in this video that's like, and especially Jesse. So shout out to you, Jesse, man. You've been
Jazekovic?
fucking-
Every
That
time
guy?
he rides,
Every
I
time.
watch
that
him.
guy's-
Oh my god.
I actually know one of the clips you're talking about. It's out of school just up that
yeah,
way.
it's right across the street from my house.
It's a blue rail, I believe. They're blue.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I know that one. Chris
Yeah.
Johnson took an amazing sequence photo of that. So then, when the video is done, I'm actually gonna make posters. So I'm gonna have
Sick.
posters. Like every video will get one poster of just a random poster that was
Yeah.
one of me. I'm trying to make sure that every rider has one,
Yeah.
Okay,
which is
that's
tough because
cool.
I have 11 people that are filming full parts for this video. So.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's a long fucking video, but it's got a lot of really gnarly
stuff,
shit,
yeah.
dude.
Well, if that's a clip that like that's a banger clip.
That's just a normal clip for him in this
I
video.
know, that's crazy.
Yeah, his banger is-
He's insane.
We might go to the school. We'll see, but it's you know the spot we're talking about.
It was where I did my first rail hop. Travis actually filmed that. I was pretty
Oh,
sure.
okay.
You did, yeah. Kevin
I
wanted to
filmed one
film
of the
it, but
angles.
you filmed the fish angle, and then Ryan filmed the tripod angle. But as I was doing it, I think that he fucked up the camera a little bit so that you can't see my tires hit the ground. You see like where my pegs are because it just came off level. But
Yeah.
Can't win them all.
yeah, that's for sure.
It's okay. Certain people we film with cut off people in death lens shots. Still.
Somehow. They have the fishiest fisheye and still manage to chop heads off and wheels.
Bikes, yeah. Half bikes sometimes.
Sometimes I think they're just filming so close, like how haven't they hit the bike? Like,
Dude, I've had so many close calls.
Well, yeah. I don't know who to blame at this, because when we watch the clip, it's both of your guys' faults.
I went too close, but...
Yeah, he was in control.
He was in control of the camera, I was in control of the bike, so...
We basically filmed a clip at a Jersey barrier where I wasn't filming, but...
You weren't even watching, luckily.
Unnamed individual was holding my camera. I was far away. And he went to hop and double peg the Jersey barrier and wedged my camera between the Jersey barrier and his back wheel.
No damage to the lens?
Damage to the lens.
Side of the lens?
It looks insane on footage.
Yeah, it's a great clip.
And when they told me, I didn't even believe them. And then I got home that night and captured the footage. And I was like, oh, that did happen. And I was like, wow.
We're talking about, there's a bit of, you can see a bit of, white, piece of Jersey barrier, like some dust on the side of the lens.
Yeah.
But the lens glass itself,
lens,
perfectly fine. Unbelievable. So, lucky.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Very lucky.
This is one of those things you have to deal with.
If you're filming with big clunky tape cameras,
Yep.
It's going to get in the way, unfortunately, sometimes. And if you want to get really, really close, you got to be careful, because that piece of glass is pretty expensive to replace. So
You got to pay to play.
Yeah,
That's for sure, man. So there's this clip of Travis at Margaret across the street from my house, and we were filming. It was just kind of like there's this big fucking bank to a big wall ride, and he was coming He came from down the fucking street, full pedal to the metal, as fast as he could. He almost fucking smoked my camera because the way I was trying to do it, I was trying to be like Kristen Regal or something.
I had to bail out and jump over you.
Literally,
you should have just wall rolled right over him.
Be careful.
Yeah.
It was literally almost over me. I had the HVX, I had the monitor on it, so I'm not even looking at it. I'm just looking at the clip.
You have a monitor for the HVX?
I do, yeah. I love it, man.
Shit.
He has a very intense setup.
So it's like what mine is, but
yeah,
better?
when we put all that stuff on your, what is it?
What, my rig? The rig. I just call it the rig.
Yeah, the rig. It's like that.
So after 2005.
No, it's not.
And what's funny is I actually just picked up I picked up a little bolt that I'm going to put on the bottom of my camera to put a light on so that I can run the light on the bottom of the camera, but then have the monitor on the top of it for night filming.
Yeah, that's a
so
good
then I can be on a board and just kind of move around. Camera would be heavy, but
it'll actually give the footage a totally different look too, having the light on the bottom rather than on the top. That's not the way most people mount it, so you're actually going to get a totally different look for the footage. So
that'll be interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to look kind of cool. That's new for this year.
Yeah.
We have a lot of night footage for Space Goats that's really well filmed. I have all the lights that I use, and I've been wanting to pick up some new ones as well, but I don't know.
You got 3 lights set up here, right? So.
Well, yeah, a lot of lights we use too.
Oh yeah, the mechanics lights.
Yeah,
those
the mechanics lights.
Yeah,
those are nice and
Oh yeah, remember when we set those up in Kingston?
Yeah, those
you
are great,
lit up a spot, wrapping them around poles and everything else. Yeah, that was a good time.
There's a clip of I think it was either Ozzy or Travis running into the side of a pole that has it mounted and just falls.
Yeah,
in VisionQuest, right?
Yeah, doing a pegs to over on that wheelchair rail.
Oh yeah. I remember
you knocked
that.
one out.
That's dope.
Spot.
That was cool.
It was a good time.
Landon, how did you come up with the name Canadia, and where did you find all the black and white footage for it?
So, Canadia, it was the death of Northern Embassy. I was just very heartbroken that there wasn't anywhere just for Canadian BMX content. And I was messing around with the thing, I was saying Canadia for some reason instead of Canada for a while, I don't know, it's just what I was saying. And I was like, well, Canadia kind of works for no one's used that. I even Googled it and there aren't any companies or anything using it. So I was like, maybe I'll just start, a Canadia video. So I just kind of rolled with that, and I just knew I wanted to make it so that when you watch the video, even if you missed the title, you'd be like, this video is very Canadian. Everything in it was just it just represented Canada, or at least from my view of it. And then the black and white footage was I stumbled upon for school, doing a project, a big royalty-free website with a bunch of just old war footage and random things like that. And I download it, usually crop the footage so much that you would never be able to find that original clip because I've zoomed in on a corner of something happening in just the corner when there's still like 80% of the video going on and the rest of the footage, and then I like make it black and white, add film fade to it, just make it completely unrecognizable, and then basically I just used all that. There were a few things though. One of the clips for a deer and a few of the birds I actually recorded myself, and then I just post stuff, like just put like filters over it and things.
So you didn't actually set your camera to black and white mode?
No, I didn't go out with a 16 millimeter and like film hardcore like B-roll. Although I wish I could. I more or less faked it until I made it and just sort of made do with what I had. Yeah.
Hey man, it looked great. I really liked that. I thought it was a really cool feature in that video.
Yeah.
So good on you for that.
No, I've always been a fan of like the older looking stuff. The more grainy footage, I guess. I don't know. It's just interesting. You don't know what you're gonna look at. And I like, for some reason, I really like things where it's like a glitch in the tape, or like you'll notice some of them are like a bird, and then as it flies away, it's like a glitch to another bird and things like that. So I really like.
Oh, you tape purists!
You like these perfections.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I look for weird things like that would be hard to replicate or hard to even make for somebody.
What's funny is that for fuck asses, in between every video part, I used a glitched tape that I had just re-recorded so much fucking shit on that it was just done. So it just made this weird glitching effect, and I just would use that in between every part, and it worked really well. I actually really liked it. I thought it was kind of a cool uniform feature, which is something I try and do with all my videos, is make it so that it doesn't get old, but it's like you can tell it's still the same thing. And I thought the way that you did the names, the certain text that you used for Canada was really nice as well, because I use a certain font as well with a certain color. My friend Rob does all the artwork for me, so I just kind of ask him what he used for it, and it kind of fits together really nicely. So good for you on that too, because that was something I really noticed that I liked.
Is it the same Rob that does Harvester stuff?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Rob Duff, he's killing it, man. He's dope. He's doing I'm starting a animated series actually, so he's gonna do all of the artwork for it.
Anything like Metalocalypse?
Maybe.
You know what Metalocalypse is?
I think so. I don't think I have watched it in forever.
You know what that is, Travis?
It's pretty good, yeah. Sounds decent.
Fun fact about the Canada thing, since a lot of it was filmed in Kingston was actually supposed to be the capital of Canada at one point.
Wow.
They couldn't decide whether it was supposed to be Montreal or Toronto, because both of them wanted to be it.
I thought Ottawa is the capital.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
but they wanted to, because both Montreal and Toronto wanted it so bad. They said, okay, well, we got to settle on a city that's between the two. So it was either Kingston or Ottawa, actually, were the two choices, and they chose Ottawa.
The reason for Ottawa is Kingston's too accessible by the water.
Oh,
they feared a water attack, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they were like,
from the Americans, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. I didn't know that,
They're
actually.
going to come for a water one day.
They will. Absolutely, they will.
Yeah.
Because they're surrounded by salt water. They don't have much fresh water. We got all the fresh water in the world.
They'll have to come through Nestle, I guess.
They'll suck Michigan dry, Lake Michigan, then they'll...
That's not nice water.
No, it's not.
Fresh.
It's fresh. It is, yeah.
It's not salty. Maybe garbagey, but not salty.
My favorite Eric moment is him trying to grind that rail, I guess at his like parent cottage.
Oh, he fell in the water.
He falls in the water.
I haven't seen this.
Yo, I gotta show it to you
I have
sometime.
not seen that.
It's in Fuck Ass.
Yeah, it is. It's his opener for Fuck Ass.
Yeah, he like
one of my favorite clips.
It's like a perfect I don't know, what's the bridge over it like?
It's literally just a fucking bridge with this crazy grated steel, and it's like if you fall on it, it's literally a cheese grater.
What is it over?
It's just over this tiny little river that
like
passes through. Yeah, it's a little stream. They have benches in the water for you to have a picnic.
He told me that they just chill and sit in the water if you want to just chill out on it. And
it's like, it was so weird. We just walked from where we were camping, and that's what we saw. And we're like, oh, fuck it, let's ride this.
That's his parents' cottage or something?
I don't think it's his parents. It's part of his family. I know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we tried to ride that, and Eric did fall in. And what was funny is, as I was setting up the camera, I was like, somebody's falling in, so I have to film this. But that wasn't the only person that went into a bunch of water when they didn't really want to. I actually paid this kid $10 to jump into the Owen Sound Harbor, which is just gross fucking water, man. Like, there's literally, you can't see
because it's just DVX footage, but there's literally bird shit all where he jumped.
I know those locks. It's
at the locks, and it was just like it was so gross. That kid kept following us around, and he would try to fight Corbin, which was awesome.
Corbin Kozlowski or local Corbin?
Local Corbin.
Okay,
He tried to fight
our own Corbin too.
Yeah, he tried to fight Corbin Wong, and then Corbin's like, "What the fuck are you doing? I have kids. Like, are you stupid?" It was like 14-year-old kid, and then he kept asking us for smokes. So then we were like, "All right, $10 and a smoke. You got to jump into this fucking water."
Yeah.
So he just took his shirt off, saw his awesome big old gut.
Yeah, Randy gut.
Yeah, Randy gut.
Randy Jr.
I've been searching for that kid for the last 2 years on Facebook, trying to find him so I can send him a link to the video and be like, "Dude, this is you. You made it worldwide."
Oh man.
You're on PornTube or whatever.
Yeah, you're on PornTube.
Oh, man, that's
fuck.
hilarious.
That was awesome. I remember that. It was a great time.
Yeah.
There's so many good times like that. Do you guys have anything that stood out in VisionQuest or Canada that was kind of crazy B-roll like that?
We already kind of talked about it for VisionQuest, like the ladies praying.
Yeah.
What else happened in that video?
We got a cool B-roll thing the other day with a lady that was going to drop in on the bank.
Oh
and stuff.
yeah, we were all riding this, like, it's literally someone's front yard, but it's right off the sidewalk, and all these houses have a big grass bank in front of them, but the one lady had hers fully like concrete, so there's like 7 of us riding it, and then the door kind of cracks open and she peeks out, and we're like, "Oh, sorry, we'll take off," and then she just shuts the door and then opens it again but fully, and she's just standing there, and we're like, "No need to call the police, like, we'll leave." And then she's like, no, I'm just watching. And then she ends up coming out and brings her mountain bike and was gonna ride down the bank, and she's like 55 years old. Like, this old woman, she was so stoked on us being there riding. She's like, "I'm not calling the police, like, I just wanted to see what you guys were doing."
In her words, she says she wanted to be part of the session.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
She came out and was like, "I want to be part of this." And we were like, "Well, okay, just don't hurt yourself." And then we took a picture with her and everything. It's on the Harvester
it's
page.
on the internet there.
Yeah, it's on the old inner tube.
Yeah. So the World Wide Web.
There was a photo that I saw on the Harvester page the other day. Fucking shoutouts to you, man.
Yeah.
That crazy double peg on that ledge. And it was like, it's a cool angle for that, but you really, like, they should have had somebody on the other side, because that's an 80-foot drop on the other side.
There is
Is there?
a
Okay.
Video angle of that.
Oh,
A
okay.
certain someone
Did
in
you
this
see it?
room may have filmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Speaking of the story of sitting through 16 minutes of footage to try to watch one clip, that's the clip I was looking for.
Yeah, we were trying to watch that, and that's why we had so much trouble.
Yeah, thanks,
Man,
dude.
that was a fucking gnarly
Shout
shit.
out
I
Chris
was there.
Silva. That's an ABD of his, but I don't care. I knew it going into it, but it was just gnarly enough that I wanted to get it done anyway.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, fun fact, before we even filmed, and Ozzy didn't want us to pull out any cameras or anything, he didn't want any coverage of this whatsoever. He just decided to go for it when we were all like, no, don't do it, we're getting cameras. Like, I was like running in my backpack. He hops on and sticks the first time, and his leg went over the other side.
Oh my god.
He was this, like, and it's like a 4 or 5 story drop to the
Some
bottom.
motherfucker told me on Instagram that it was first try.
No,
Fuck that kid.
No, it wasn't first.
No,
I knew
second
it.
try.
No, I didn't know it. I figured that you did.
We were hoping it'd be first try,
It
but
should
no,
be.
his first try, we all thought he was dying. Like, everyone was
that
like,
was-
everyone screamed. Like,
Oh my
it was
god.
bad.
Honestly, I gotta say, I wasn't. Maybe it's the old man style, but I wasn't scared one bit of trying that. I don't know how it was. It
Oh
just,
man, no, we were all like,
in my head, if you're trying something like that, you just gotta pull it. There's no half-assing. I did kind of half-ass. I didn't half-ass the first one. I 3/4-assed it, but
Yeah.
3/4 fuck-assed it.
There you go.
But yeah, no, that was, and then still for the second go, he was like, no, I don't want any cameras out. Like, don't. And we were like, no, Ozzy, if you're gonna die, we're filming it. There's no way around it. Yes,
That's
like,
so good.
The Ruthless Aussie dies on tape is basically what we were saying.
It wasn't murder.
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
god.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because
So they know we didn't just throw you over the top floor with your bike and make it look like a murder.
There you
That
go.
would have been pretty
Or
funny
make it look
too,
like a
though. That would have been a good
suicide, sorry.
clip.
Would have been.
Sometimes the cameras help cops solve the problem of why they're picking your ass up off the ground there.
There you
Yeah.
go.
A few
See?
times.
It's evidence.
And welcome back. We just had to take a little break there, but we're all good. So Ozzy, I actually wanted to ask you a little bit about the Square House.
The Square House was just something that was a lifelong dream for me to kind of have my own. I mean, to just build my own thing, to have my own thing, be the person that rents the place, that says what ramps he wants in it, and what exactly goes and what doesn't go there. And that was, I told the landlord right when we got when I signed the lease, I said, dude, BMX at this point, like BMX didn't make much money, right? So I told him, I said, we're gonna last a year at most. I said, but if we can give you 6 months, is that good enough for you? He's like, honestly, 6 months, it's quite a bit of coin still, right?
It's better than nothing, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, we gave him 6 months. Like, I paid rent every month for 6 months. We had that place going, and it was just a personal dream to have my own indoor skate park that can just be ridden.
It was really cool because it was like a
Anytime.
private park. I'm really jealous because I never got to actually ride it.
You never did, but Travis has before. He
Yeah.
came on what kind of car again?
In my '89 Civic Hatch. That's where I met you. Is at the Square House.
There you go. This was the classic pizza delivery car, I believe, of the '80s.
There you go.
Pretty much. But you did work as a pizza delivery driver after.
After that, in a different car.
I believe there's some videos circulating of this car. Whatever. Those are on the internet. Look them up.
Which, by the way,
footage of it coming out in a new Weed BMX
Production. Yes.
production.
Anyways, just to kind of break all of that, Travis is by far the best pizza delivery guy ever, and that was by far the best job for Travis.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, man, anybody that ever asks about pizza delivery, like, if you have a friend like my friend Travis, it's fucking perfect for them. Don't find them anything else because it's amazing.
He's one of a kind.
He definitely is. That was such a good job for you, which we're going to get into that in a little bit later because I just want you to tell one specific story about that. But, oh no. Yo, so Drew B hit up the Square House, did he not?
He did. There was, of all things, ESPN website actually posted the footage of that.
Really?
That was pretty crazy. I have a copy of it. It doesn't exist on their website anymore. I have a copy of it in the archive somewhere. But, yeah, I wasn't even actually there that day. I believe we had a jam party there the night before, and I was under the weather a little bit the next day.
Is it a VHS copy? Just wondering.
It kind of looks like... It's not a good copy, is all I'll say. Yeah, maybe high. No, not even VHS-C.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, the little tape that you could put into the bigger tape and play it on your VHS.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that may be exactly what it is. But anyway, yeah, that place was around for 6 months, like I said. It was had a spine, a couple of big quarter pipes, a nice big wall ride.
Curved wall. There was like a quarter pipe stood up.
Yeah. People started building things off.
Slanted curved wall.
People started building things off to the side, kind of, as things you could land in or quarters against the side of it, and all sorts of slant wall things set up. And yeah, it was really good. It's a lot of fun to run, and I mean, there was, I guess, 10 people that had keys, which was a lot of people used to come by because of that, because 10 different people had keys.
Yeah.
When I made 10 copies, I was like, this is going to be trouble, but I gave it to a great bunch of dudes, and it was a really good time. I mean, it was a dream come true. I mean, I've always wanted to have my own personal indoor park, and for 6 months.
6 months you did, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a good time. Travis, here, you tell a couple of riding experiences from the Square House. I don't know. I think it was in a snowstorm you drove and stuff.
Yeah, I drove from Kitchener to Guelph in a snowstorm to ride the
Bald
Square
ass
House.
Tires, really bald tires on that fucking car, probably.
They weren't that bald yet. They were
Probably
getting
balding.
They were
George
balding.
Costanza tires.
Yeah. But drove out. I was 16 years old, and
You had heard about this place?
I had heard about this place through my buddy Victor, and he had met our buddy Dave through college.
Okay.
So I had never actually. I think I might have met Dave once before this, but so we actually drove out to Guelph. Me and Victor did, and that's where we met you. And you're like, oh, you got to sign this waiver before we ride. And
you were 16.
And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you just got to sign this waiver. You're over 18 and that, I'm not responsible for you. I'm like, dude, I'm only 16. Well, fuck, man, you got to just lie and tell you're 18 and you got to have a beer at least. I'm like, dude, I'm only 16. I got to drive home. He's like, well, you got to have a beer. I'm like, well, but I got to drive. Then you got to at least have a bong toke. If you
Oh, God, all right. Not safe for work.
Not safe for work.
But speaking of beer, we're having what are we having on tap here? Not on tap. James Ready Ice 6.0s, 6%ers, and what do you got hiding under there? Oh, some Muskoka.
Oh my
Twice
God.
as mad. Twice as mad.
That's a
Muskoka
great
Brewery.
Yeah.
Gotta have that.
I have Ruthless Aussie here. I've personally been to that brewery. They have giant Muskoka chairs out front, like big plastic ones you can sit in, like really big ones. We're talking about 6 feet tall or something like that. And great place. Check it out, please. James Ready Brewery.
Man.
I don't even know where that's brewed. But yeah.
Oh man, what's funny is I'm actually trying to try a different craft beer every single time that I do the podcast. Last time I had Bone Shaker, which is one of my favorites.
Oh,
and
Amsterdam Brewery.
Yeah, that one's
Toronto,
really good.
yeah. Great.
Twice as mad I've had a couple times before. I'm just going through the list. We'll get there. There's like over 500 craft breweries, or like 500 different beers that are craft brewed around here. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Landon especially likes Amsterdam, I think.
Amsterdam's really
Yeah.
good. What,
Yeah,
what-
it is good stuff. What was the one that we had?
We had the original, the 1986 blonde on tap for a party
Yeah.
recently, actually.
That was really good.
There you go.
You guys heard about that party, I'm sure. I called you at least. I don't know.
Probably not me.
I told him to spread the word amongst the Kitchener folk. I don't know how much spreading you did, but
Very little.
yeah. All right, well.
Those aren't exactly people.
That's okay.
Yeah, nobody from Kitchener showed up, actually.
No.
But it's okay.
That's just like when I was.
A good
in the
night was
hospital.
A
had.
good night was had.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, right?
The keg almost got finished. Full 50-liter kegs, so.
Okay, so Ozzy, I gotta ask you two things. You constantly have fucking kegs in your fridge. Do you still do that? I remember the first time that I met you, you had keg beer in your fridge.
This is a touchy subject.
Around the keg.
This is a touchy subject that you guys are bringing up here. No, I do not anymore, unfortunately. I wish
Is
that I did.
that a girlfriend thing or is
A
that
fiancé thing, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah. I heard you did pop the question, which
Yes.
Yeah.
for some reason to me is just so funny because it's just Aussie. Like
She allows me to be my own man.
and that's definitely sick, man. So I don't know her name or who she is,
Jessie. Her
but
name's
Jessie.
She's actually from this area. so
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really
cheers
good.
to her. She's the greatest. But anyway, no, I just she allows BMX to still be an active part of my life, which is not, not many women are so flexible. So
Yeah, that's completely
she's
fair.
actually I've actually turned her more into a cyclist than she was.
Before?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
so
that's awesome, man.
She loves bikes, and it's an awesome thing. So if you can get your significant other into bikes, but not. You don't need to make her as hardcore of a rider as you. See, a lot
Right.
of people have that misconception where they're just like, I need my girlfriend to be like, I need her doing handrails and stuff. And it's like, no, just get her on a bike. She'll enjoy just the ride. You gotta always throw in a thing that's also you gotta think that would be fun for the other sex, like such
Right.
as a good food stop at a cool spot, or something. We got Lake Ontario, as dirty as it is, but going down on the lake and riding along the waterfront.
For sure, man.
That's-
I knew it's funny. Every year I throw BMX jams. I throw 2 a year.
Yeah.
This year, my girlfriend Taylor helped me out a lot with both jams. But for the HVXgoat Money Talks jam, where I gave out a bunch of money and everything, she was there with us. And at the end of the day, she took my bike and biked off, and then was biking back, jumped over a speed bump, landed, went to go pedal. She's in fucking flip-flops, so they fall off, and she ate shit so
Oh,
hard. She had
man.
all these bruises and cuts on her one side, but tough as nails, man. Came right over. She's like, "Did you not see that?" I was like, "No, I'm all the way over here. Why would you do that?"
Fuck. Wasn't even filming either.
No, man.
Not
And
even
then
on a tape.
Tape wasn't even rolling.
tape was not
No,
rolling.
tape was
Oh,
rolling.
man.
Worst part about it, 2 weeks later, we go to the beach, and she's got all these fucking bruises and cuts, and everybody is just giving me the dirtiest fucking looks. I was
Oh,
like, dude, you
man.
don't understand. Like, no.
The BMX.
not
It was
at
the
all.
BMX.
Yeah.
Speaking of local tape plug, I believe it's Henry.
Yeah,
you
that
said?
is, dude. Henry's in Kitchener's constantly got
Alright.
some good tapes. so.
All right. Sony's, the
Yeah.
blue tapes.
Yeah,
I saw
man.
you unwrapping one earlier, actually.
Yeah, I just picked up a couple of them for the podcast.
The $6 specials.
Yeah, they're good enough, man.
No,
They always try and sell me the HD ones. Always.
Oh, you don't even film on it.
I know. I'm like,
Cameras
I
there,
could use
thing.
HD with the HVX maybe,
Yeah.
but I don't even think
But
that
who does that?
Nobody. You have a P2 card. Why would you?
Exactly.
Well, my buddy didn't have P2 card. He had the special. Shout out to Nick, who's my old roommate. You remember Nick, right?
Yeah, I think you actually told me about the HVX. And that's what got me into it.
He had an HVX, but he didn't have the P2 card. He had the hard drive.
Right.
It was the specific.
Yeah.
I believe Firestore is the brand.
Firestone or something.
And it was specifically for that camera. And
I really want one of those.
Yeah,
I found
like,
one recently.
DTE recorders.
Yeah.
What is that? DTE? What is that?
I'm not
Just like I did a little bit of research into them, and that's
Yeah.
the
P2
common
card
name.
is just way better.
How do they?
It's the
And you have
simplest
2
way.
bays on that thing right there. Please
Yeah.
get a second. He needs a second.
I know.
I'm
You
going
need a second.
to. Yeah, I know,
You
man.
both
If
need
you
extreme
find a
lens.
deal with 2 of them, like I'll split with.
Oh,
you
of
for
course,
sure.
dude. I'll hit you up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Get what do they go up? What do those even go up to? P2 cards.
64.
Yeah.
The biggest is 64.
Yeah, the biggest is 64, but the hard drive goes up to 100.
We're talking about gigabytes, not megabytes. This is 2018.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually record onto floppy disks,
There you go.
1 clip at a time.
Yeah.
One floppy disk per
Yeah.
clip.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
boy.
switch them out.
I actually have it's a TRV 900, Sony TRV 900. I don't know if anybody knows what one of those is, but Bob Sherbo would.
Nice.
Yeah.
So anyone born
No.
Shout out
1987
Scapegoat.
and below.
83 is probably born. No, actually, Bob Sherbo's probably about the same age as me. I
Actually,
don't know.
speaking of Bob Sherbo, I got to
Here
shout
we
out
go.
the new Scapegoat shirts.
He's
They're
sick,
very
man.
nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I follow him on Instagram, and he's constantly just posting like all of his old
Yeah.
hard drive stuff. Super
it's
cool,
so
man.
nice.
Super fucking cool. Are you just staring at the camera?
I just noticed that one right there is just tripping me out, so I
You're
just
not
started
even
looking
on
at
that
it.
one, don't worry.
I know. That's, what
That's the one that you're on.
I was wondering about this one. I was like, you can't even see Landon on there.
But shout out Bob Sherbo. That's personal hero of mine. Like,
Oh
Landon's
yeah,
too, I was
definitely, yeah.
He's a
guys-
fucking crazy
I
dude,
recently
man.
capped off. I got Scapegoat 11, I think it was. To
Nice.
finish the whole, up until his most recent one. I know he's got
Right.
more stuff in the works, but yeah.
That's
I'm
sick,
always
man.
collecting videos for sure.
Yo, sick switchboard thing, by the way. That's
Thank you, man.
that's.
It's got like all these cool features on it that I have no idea what they do. So like when it comes to animation stuff, I'm gonna use it. But
What is it like? What's that thing called even?
I think it's just an audio mixer, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, Behringer brand, Matt Behringer.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Behringer.
I've got to have the Matt Behringer products, right? I'm pretty sure that's him. It's got to be, right? Like nobody else has that.
There's also
name.
Behringer wine.
There
Yeah,
is.
wine that's Behringer.
Yeah, he definitely owns all of these. There's no question.
I really like.
no question.
It's pretty crazy because he's a pro BMX rider. He owns
Yep.
an audio company.
Yeah,
He's making wine.
Yep.
and stuff.
Yeah. There's got to be something else that he's doing too. You know what I mean?
Well, he makes bar ends.
Yeah, he makes
Yeah.
bar
Yeah.
ends.
Machine
Smart.
stuff.
There's not a lot of people that can really make money full time off of BMX, and there's not a lot of people that do. And it's a really difficult opportunity to have because as soon as you hurt yourself, which is highly prone in the BMX industry, you're screwed. You can't get paid for when you're hurt. They can only cover you so much, right? So you're really limited to what you can do in this industry. A lot of people who are in BMX, they can't only do BMX. There's
Yeah.
so much work that's
None of us
not
can.
related to
None of us
BMX
can.
at all. That's outside of this industry. We all have to put our own money into this. There's really not like we have to pay our own way. Like it's hard, but it's a labor of love. You know, we love to ride, so you got to pay to play. You know, we go on trips, we got to pay for them. There's no one to pay for it for us. We
Shitty
get
hotel
hurt.
Rooms in Montreal.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, it's like
That was a good time.
you know,
My
you
couch
ride
in
on the
Kingston.
weekend. If you
Couches
get
in
hurt,
Kingston, there
if
go.
you get hurt, then you still got to
That
go
was
to
a
work
great
that
trip.
next day and work still, because you still got to pay your rent. You guys still pay your car insurance, you know, and it's hard. But you love riding, so you're still gonna go riding, you know.
It's a very valid point, man. And this week, actually, I knocked my fucking tooth out at work.
Yeah, you
Hey, you
For a
were
fifth time.
Sent that text.
Alrighty, and we're back again. Landon's brought out the GL2. This one was used for VisionQuest as well as
This
Canada,
was,
right?
Like the first serious camera I bought, serious-ish. It's
Yeah.
not that serious. But yeah, that's what I filmed VisionQuest on and Canada, and a mixture of the GL1, which he's filming on over here as well.
Right.
But yeah, I'd have to say it's my favorite. It's kind of like a VX, sort of. but a little more auto. So I don't know, a little more foolproof. Too,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know a whole lot about the whole camera business. Haven't really taken any classes in school or anything. So
Yeah, me neither, man.
all self-taught.
When I was in high school, I took a Comtech class, and then as well as a photography class.
Yeah.
I didn't do fuck all, man. I showed up late every single day. Didn't really care, but it was
The
mainly...
teacher was cool, though.
Yeah, dude, the teacher absolutely loved me. He actually put one of my BMX photos in the KW Art Gallery, which was
cool.
really fucking cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Was that the gallery we drove on Homer Watson?
No, it's just up on. It's actually on Margaret too.
Oh.
It's at center in the square. So we did that back when I was in high school, and that was really cool. That was like my first kind of introductory into cameras and stuff like that. I was still shooting with Kevin MacArthur. He was like
Kevin MacArthur.
He was giving me the ropes, man, on how to use like cameras.
Film photographer.
So.
He's a film photographer, isn't he?
I don't.
He shoots
believe
some
so.
film.
He shoots some film, but he does a lot with. He had a Canon 5D.
Yeah, I remember he had I think the cable, like that had the flash in one hand and he had the camera in the other, and I've always wanted that setup, and I recently just got it where you can have it's called a TTL cord, like TTL cable.
Right.
Recently got one of those.
That's sick, man.
It's a good thing for photos. Really nice.
For sure.
For sure.
You can have the flash in one hand and the camera in the other, and you can have it. Bob Sherbo used to shoot like this back in the day.
That's crazy.
Bob Sherbo again.
I can remember seeing stuff in the background of clips. Someone holding a flash and a camera.
Yeah, and it has a cord in the middle, like a big. It's like a phone spirally cord.
Yeah, totally.
So I got one of those now. It's nice.
That's crazy.
It's a good thing to have.
Yeah. Oh man. Like, what do I want to talk about next? There was so much shit that I wanted to talk about with you guys for just filming in general. Like, what was your first camera, Ozzy, when you first started with Weed BMX? This is pre-2004, I would believe.
Yeah, this would have been
The 90s.
No, this would have been. I think I got it. There was this kid, the rich kid that we used to ride with, that just like popped out a camera one day, and he was like, "Hey, I've got a camera to use to film stuff now." We're just like, "Oh." It was high 8 actually. It was a Sony TRV 98. I still have it. It looks great with a depth lens on it. Like 37 mil depth lens. I got one of those recently. Baby depth lens or whatever. Anyway, yeah, it was one of those, and it shoots to high 8 tape, and we just bring that thing around, and I still have tapes of us like riding. Yeah, that would have been in 01, maybe.
Don't you have clips that made it into a DVD of you riding like a 50-pound bicycle?
Like at a big aluminum square, like
a massive frame
called the Ruthless. Yeah,
Ruthless Aussie.
You do have in the garage at home.
Where'd you get your name?
From this frame,
Ruthless
actually.
Aussie from?
I wrote for this when I was like 16 years old. I was working at a local bike shop in Aurora, and they already sold the frames, these crazy like square aluminum frames, at the shop, and the owner came in the guy that makes the frames. He just came in one day and he's like, "Oh, you want to ride for the company? I'll make you like a prototype BMX frame." And I was like, "Sure, all right, cool, let's do this." And that's kind of how it happened. And now, that's a snow bike in the garage, like you said. I still have it.
The Drifter snow bikes, right? Drifter Dave?
No, I have my own design. I have my own. I have my own little
Aussie snow bikes.
Aussie snow bikes.
Yeah, Australian snow bikes. It's kind of doesn't really make sense. But,
they're tested by kangaroos.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly, yeah.
I believe so.
Aren't you?
No, I'm a space alien.
From a kangaroo from space.
No, from Translucia.
Translucia, yes.
Okay.
It's essentially just a planet that's like the shape of a bong, but they only drive Integras.
Oh man!
And they're all
and
translucent.
Each Integra comes with its own bong in the back.
Well, no, it doesn't even have that. The way that it works is that there's actually no cup holders. It's just
bong
holders. And that's Translucia. That's where Travis is from.
And is there a twice the deal pizza around every
There
corner?
is actually a twice the deal at every corner. It's like Starbucks.
And your pizza gets delivered really quickly.
And really highly.
Very highly. They don't go to high school. They go to school high.
They also...
Oh my god.
All right.
this.
Too much 420 talk.
Yeah.
They also, like, if you're the pizza guy, you get invited in to go into their hot tub. I'm just gonna leave that with you. You can continue.
Really? That's happened? I'd like to hear that.
All right.
Let's do it.
He's gonna get so red.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, it's fucking.
All right, and we're back.
No,
We are after that quick little break. That's like the third one,
That's,
but
I think
whatever.
fourth. I think we're on our fourth.
We're getting there.
Fourth and 20th break.
I think we're almost there.
Fourth 20th break. Aussie's got it right
4
there.
Don't
2-0
worry, there's a
break.
safety meeting to come.
All right, so
That
Travis,
one a little while ago, but
let's continue on this story.
Let's
of you
restart
and the
this,
hot
and
tub.
we're back.
Well, what happened is we'll start with the fact that I delivered pizza for a
good
while.
fact.
And one late night, it was a busy night, and I really, really had to take a shit. Really, really badly. But I didn't have time because they kept rushing me with all these pizzas. So I had to deliver to 4 different houses. And the very last house, I get to the door, and a girl answers the door. And she was just right into me. And she pretty much asked if I wanted to come in. And I just had to shit so bad I couldn't do it. And it just broke my heart because God knows what would have happened.
She had a hot tub?
She had a hot tub, and she had 3 friends behind her.
What would have happened if you'd gotten into the hot tub?
It might have went brown.
The filters would have been plugged with something?
Not enough chlorine in the world would fix that.
What about if it was a saltwater hot tub?
I just wish I had taken a shit before I took that round of pizzas. My life probably would have been very different.
Dude, a pizza delivery threesome is like, that's fucking next level. That's literally life changing. Travis might not even, like, he might be living in Cali if that happened.
That's game changing.
It is, dude. If that happens, you can take that.
San Diego is
Yeah,
for
that's
Travis.
that's a good spot actually.
I don't think he'd handle the busy Long Beach life too well. Too many
Yeah.
other aliens.
Well, aliens really aren't good with that Long Beach life, right? So,
Fuck. Anyway, yeah, you want to talk about a certain Toronto rider?
yeah, Mr. Chris Silva.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay,
guy.
so anybody that doesn't know Chris Silva, this dude is the gnarliest fucking rider without pegs. He does the biggest fucking handrails that all of us would definitely take a couple run-ups at with no fucking pegs. Like the one banger that he had for the McNeil video was pegless double peg to bottom bracket grind.
Yeah, that's
Okay, well, first off, I wouldn't take a run up at any rail Silva's hitting because he is years and light years and
Yeah.
so far ahead of me and in every way. But yes, that guy is an absolute legend. A great human being at that too.
Right.
I gotta say.
has a great beard going right now.
Yeah, right now, better beard than me by far.
Yeah,
It
it's-
puts this thing to shame. I don't know.
I don't know about
that.
me, man.
You kind of, yeah, you can
got
hold
him
your
beat,
own.
but
Yeah.
you've got like a Matt Drew beard going on. Shout out
Yeah,
Matt
you guys
Drew.
are pretty
guys know
equal
Matt
right
Drew
now.
is?
Yeah, I think I know him.
You
He's a
better.
legend.
You better
That's a
know who
legend.
Matt Drew is.
Yeah.
That's a legend. Yeah, he's got a great beard going on right now. He's got a great girl, and he's doing all right. He's just not riding as much, I don't think, as he used to. But what do I know? Maybe he's going on solo street missions that we don't know about. That
Still riding more than me, I bet.
Well, I always
more street.
Yeah, by far.
He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a joyride as much as you are.
That's
He's
true.
also been one to also claim he's never made money from BMX, so he always puts in from his own pocket, right? So he's
He
still got to
does.
go out there and earn for himself and
Yeah.
live his life, right? So the older, I think, with everybody, the older you get, the less time or the harder it is
More
to find time
responsibilities.
to put into BMX to keep up with your responsibilities in life.
Like Ricky says, responsibles or whatever. What does he call it?
Oh,
Responsibles? Yeah, responsibles. You got more responsibles.
You gotta have all those responsibilities.
Take care of the piss jugs.
Yeah. If there's a piss check problem, you gotta take care of it. That's certain.
I feel like Silva's gonna take offense to this. He's like, "Oh man, they're saying all this nice shit."
No.
Piss jugs. 2 seconds.
Yeah. We keep getting off topic here.
No, Silva, yeah, he's got like a new career and stuff. He's
He's fucking gnarly, man. He kills it.
I don't want to say who he works for, but it's a public broadcaster.
Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of cool. He hooked me up with a couple of cameras actually recently from that public broadcaster.
Oh, wow.
He gave me a great deal on them, and I'm using them now. The new rig, as we've been calling it.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram, man, and I laughed so fucking hard.
You did? It's been leaked?
I thought I saw.
I saw.
He
Remember,
leaked it.
I leaked it.
He leaked it.
Yeah, that was me.
Here's the thing, though. I saw it, and it just reminded me of fuck asses so hard because I had this stupid
huge.
little arm.
It's a huge rig.
Yeah, I had this.
It's a huge rig.
I had this stupid little arm mount on the side to hold my microphone, and then I had a light on the front, and a huge, massive fisheye, the wobbly fish that Ozzy loves so much.
Oh God.
That camera may have a wobbly fish too.
Yeah. Oh.
Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly.
You can't even talk shit anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Mine even had a
Working on it not being wobbly, but yeah.
You'll get there.
Halfway through Canada, my fish started to wobble. I'm not really sure why. I haven't figured it out to this day. But he pointed it out first. I was like, yeah, check out these clips I got today. He's like,
wobbly fish.
as soon as I showed him, the fish is wobbling. And I was like, I didn't even notice. Like, change the game. I had to like rethink how I was
He
filming.
spent 3 days in his room without coming out after that.
I did, yeah. There was a point where I got off work on a Saturday night and didn't come out until Tuesday morning.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
He was praying for his fish, the fish to not be wobbly.
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
So how
Drove
long you guys
insane.
been living together?
That's what I was gonna ask next.
Yeah.
Actually, was about like because you guys met each other in Kingston with Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
randomly.
was-
All
Random
three of
as
us,
fuck.
like, what, 2 years ago? 2 and a
That was
bit?
2016, August of 2016. I had a black eye.
Yeah.
It was really random. So what happened was I was just on Instagram and I talked to Ozzy a long time ago about doing a good trip out to Montreal and checking out Olympic Stadium and riding some Montreal street.
Travis has never been there before then?
I'd never been there before
Yeah.
then. So I had been to Ottawa a couple times. There's a
Yeah.
lot of great people and lots of great street spots out in Ottawa.
Rest in peace, University of Ottawa pool, by the way. New news. Gone.
Oh, it's gone. But you know what? At least we got to ride it.
Townhomes. The apartment building's still there. Yeah, but we did get to ride it.
We got to
You
ride
got to
it,
ride
man.
it?
No, I didn't. I wish.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Travis didn't get to ride it together, but we got to ride it separately.
Well,
I got
hooked
to
you
ride
up
it
with
once.
Mark's contact.
Mark Bowen, shout out to Mark Bowen. for
Shout
that.
out to him.
Is that the pool that Kevin, Camille, I think Mark and
Yeah,
yourself
that's
hit
the
it?
one.
Okay,
That's
yeah. Oh, fuck, man. I really wanted to try and ride that.
Gone.
Because we're like
Townhomes.
the Space Goats crew is going to Montreal this summer, and we were literally going to try and stop there.
Gone.
Apparently-
Wilbrod and Prince Edward was the address. It was the
Oh, man.
Sandy Hill Apartment Towers or something like that. That's what it was. Gone.
You would remember every detail.
I looked
was
it up
just
on
about
Google
to say
Maps.
that.
The way I found out was on Google Maps. I went to check it out recently, and then I see the latest. Like, you can check years of Google Maps if you go on a computer on Street View. Last year it looked perfectly fine and rideable. This year, bam, 4 townhomes instead of it.
Yeah,
Just
that's
gone.
really too bad.
There
It
you
was
go.
a
That's-
really cool, legendary
some new
spot.
news
That
for
was the
this-
first real pool I ever rode myself.
You double pegged it, I believe. I didn't even double peg it. I think Kara aired over the light, which was pretty cool. I don't even think I aired over
Kara
the light.
Bruce,
I barely did.
a
if I did.
BMX legend, girl BMX legend, Kara Bruce.
Which shout out to Kara because she's actually going to be on the show very soon. I've got Kara coming on, and then Bonnie BMX, which I think you will know, but
Jordan
Lando
Bonavaccio,
probably not.
The man.
The man.
The man.
Yeah, we
That's
all
awesome.
go pretty far back. Jordan is one of the originals who also rode the Square House. Back
Local
in the
legend.
day.
Local
legend.
LL, double L.
He had a part in Flavor Country, right?
He did have a part in Flavor
Yeah.
Country. He had a garage that was probably he had Matt Berenger messaging him about it and stuff. So
Man, that garage was amazing. It was such a great
it's still
spot.
there, I
I
hear.
always ask about,
It's
right?
still there, I hear. It's still there.
Yeah,
I hear.
apparently when he sold the house, the guy actually told him not to rip it out. And He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, for sure, we'll keep it, man.
It's a
That's
piece of
really sick.
architecture. Cycling architecture, I
Yeah.
believe.
Architectural site.
He's actually teaching right now how to build ramps at a college.
What?
Yeah, I saw this yesterday.
Saw that
What?
post yesterday myself.
What
He's
college?
I don't even know.
I think it's Algonquin, is what I read.
Oh, okay.
He thinks it's Algonquin.
That's cool. That's pretty fucking cool.
It is.
Oh, yeah,
It
Jordan.
is. But I think going back to the original story of how we all met.
Yeah.
So I met Ozzy way back at the Square House, way back when I was 16, and then years and years later, we knew we were going to be going out to Montreal. So I randomly come across an Instagram account called Spots of Instagram. We know we really liked riding
Spots of
street.
Kingston.
Spots of Kingston.
Yeah.
And so I know we really like riding street, and that's what we try to focus on. And all these spots on this account were street spots. So I direct messaged them. I said, hey, I'm with, me and my buddy Ozzy. We want to check out Montreal, and on the way, we're going to stop in Kingston. And we're just wondering if you could give us a bit of a tour. Like, we want to check out Kingston. We've never ridden it before. And we're wondering
It's
if
called
you're
Hook
free.
Up with a Local.
Yeah, so we ended up hooking up with him, and it was really cool because I just randomly came across this Instagram account and happened to message him, and it all worked out.
They need to make a Tinder for BMX and skateboarders for
hooking
different
up with
cities.
locals?
Yeah, dude, for hooking up with the locals, but not in like the fucking hot way, like
Not in the
a different way.
HVXgoat
Yeah.
porno tube way.
Yeah, not in the porno tube
Not
way.
that way.
Yeah.
But like
And
in
then to have a couch to crash on.
Yeah.
And
just like spots to go hit up too, man. Like
And basically, to continue that story, I get a knock on my door. I was like, yeah, of course you guys can come over. Like, I had no idea who these two were. I'd never talked to them before in my entire life. And the knock on my door, I open it up, and it's this guy with a black eye, like a big black eye, like almost shut, basically, and holding a six-pack with two of them already gone in it in his hand and nothing else.
that's
And
so Aussie.
he didn't have a bike out of the car
I had
yet.
some weed in
nothing.
my pocket too.
Oh yeah, maybe some of that as well. And so I was like, well, all right, I already agreed to show them around Kingston, so I guess we're gonna do this. So yeah, I just basically started riding with them. When did we go out? Like 6 o'clock.
We rode
6,
a
7
fountain.
o'clock?
That's all I remember.
Yeah, that was at like
sweet-ass
1
fountain.
a.m. Yeah, we rode the I think it's the courthouse in Kingston.
Yeah.
The fountain
Classic
right out front.
Kingston spot.
Yeah. And where else? All over
rode the
Queens.
university, right?
Yeah, a lot of
We
Queens.
mainly rode just the university that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were
Yeah,
out until like
university.
2, 3 in
Yeah,
the
we
morning,
brought
I
some
would
lights
say.
out.
Yeah, you had
Yeah.
your work lights, like we were talking about earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice and handy.
Oh yeah.
That was a great time.
Yeah,
That was a
really
great
times.
on the way stop to Montreal. Like it was just couldn't have asked for anything better, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
Local
good
rider.
hospitality,
Yeah.
and it's just crazy how years later now you've moved into the GTA, and now you're literally living with Ozzy
Yeah.
years later after we
Yeah.
coincidentally met. Like, what
Yeah.
are the odds?
I still to this day don't know what my roommates thought about like
Black eye man.
black eye dude showing up just on the front door.
I got the black eye from a BMX spot. I mean, just let it
So
be
he
known.
says.
The Dundas West.
You gotta
quarter
pay to
pipe.
play, man. We've all taken some
I ate
pretty hard
shit like
I think
all
You've
I
ate
think
shit.
Jess just has a mean right hook.
Oh, mean right hook, like the trailer park assistant.
Oh, back
guy
to
in-
Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah. No. That episode, the front end loader episode, where they have the guy that Bernie or whatever his name is. Bernie, hold my
Yeah.
drink. Yeah, that guy. He's the one that gives him the
Oh,
award
my
for
God,
the assistant
man.
trailer park or whatever.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
think
he
I'm
tells
gonna
them
have to get you an assistant trailer park award.
he tells him he has a mean right hook. When the right hook comes out, motherfuckers get knocked down. Yeah.
I ain't got no candy.
I got no candy for you.
I ain't got no candy.
Just the right hook.
oh,
the right-
boy.
Speaking of which, it's a really annoying. I've been looking into buying land in the last couple of years, like up north, out east, blah blah. You're not allowed to just buy land and park a trailer on it.
What?
That's most municipalities do not allow that.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Like vacant land. We're talking about vacant land. You
Yeah.
can't just buy vacant land and drop a trailer on it.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Why not?
Apparently, what you can do is build a house first, then you're allowed to park a trailer on
I
it.
bet that it's because they think that a lot of people in trailers make meth, and they're like, "Okay, this person has
Not
got to be
just
able to
that.
afford a house before he can make
I can
meth."
see your logic there. I
You
can
can
No, you
build-
can't. You can't
Yes.
even build shed houses.
Yes, you can build a house as long as it's a structure more than 12 foot by 12 foot. You have to have a certain.
permit for that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you need a building permit for
Yeah.
that. And to get that
So
building
make something
permit is
small.
most of the time not easy. That's the problem.
So get something
You have
with
to
a
have a
building
septic
on it.
tank. You have to have a septic tank.
So get something with a house already built on it.
Good
Are
luck
you
getting
that
that
cheap?
for cheap.
Yeah, you're such a cheap motherfucker.
Well,
Get something that someone has built a house already,
that's
like
$100
most
grand, though.
other
That's
people.
$100,000 though.
What do you want to pay for this cash?
Yeah.
That's retarded. You can't even buy a house for cash anymore.
But this isn't a house. We're trying to buy vacant land here.
Yeah, and what are you
He
going to
just
do?
wants a
Just build
lot.
dirt jumps and live
Yeah.
underneath the biggest one?
Yeah. Kind of. Kind of.
Why would you not? That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
literally every trail rider's
Don Trails in Toronto have a little cabin like built underneath the
Well-
berm.
Shed. That's like a shed for smoking your joints when it's raining.
Yes, or sleeping and having a fire when it's raining if you're a caveman.
Yeah, sleeping standing up. Like, get real.
Luckily, I'm a goat, so that doesn't matter at all. I,
was
just
gonna
fucking
say,
go where I want.
You'd be perfectly fine.
He just trots off in the forest and does goat parkour things.
What
when
would
we're
you
not
chew
looking.
on if you were a goat?
A lot of
Various
pussy.
shrubs. Various shrubs. Various shrubs.
Various shrubs and or bushes of vaginas.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Big 70s ones on top.
Bush.
Right from your porno mag that we were talking about earlier. Actually,
no, that was 2003. You didn't have anything like that.
they still got the landing strip, right? Or was that not?
I recently
might have
came
been a
across
few
a
in
bunch
there.
of 70s/80s porn.
From the junkyard?
No, from an undisclosed location we won't talk about. But it was interesting. There's a lot more bush than you think. Lots of phone numbers you could call.
Bush X, the musical artist?
I don't know. I
Everybody listen
didn't
to
read
Bush X?
through.
No.
I didn't read through. Have you ever actually looked at a porn magazine and read?
I read
all
one of the
captions.
No. I read.
Have you read all the paragraphs beside the pussy pictures?
I was standing in the basement board the other day in that same porno mag you're talking about, all those dudes passing around earlier. I read one of those like letter things that people send into one of those. Don't read those.
Don't read those.
What did it say?
Oh my god.
What did it say?
You don't need to know the information that's contained in one of those.
Give us like a rough outline that takes
Yeah.
like 1 minute. Just give us 30 seconds of what this is like.
There was titty fucking involved.
That's like, I don't know. That's kind of normal.
More details.
No.
And how did it make you feel?
Just gonna say he's looking a
Not
little
answering
embarrassed,
that.
like it made him hard like a rock. But that's okay. It's natural.
Imaginations go wild sometimes.
They do, man. I'll give you that. Oh, man.
Anyway, back to.
Alrighty. Well, apparently
We have a guest. Yeah, let him in.
Yeah, Landon, let him in.
Yes, guest time.
Do you know what's so funny?
talking about you.
We were actually, we were just talking about you.
Hey, where is the land located? With the bridge? The grindy bridge? The grindy
Just come here.
bridge.
Get over here.
We'll shift over.
No, I don't want to be.
Yeah.
No, get in here.
Too late.
You can't
There's a
show
spot
up.
right here. You got an FBM sweater on?
Yeah, get
FBM belt right there.
You can't.
Bugs. Look
You
at that.
can't walk in here
Let's
and be
go.
like, "Oh, I don't want to be on this."
be on camera.
No, you're
Too
being on
late,
there.
You're already here.
Okay.
You're on three.
Yeah, you're on camera 3.
Microphones.
Alrighty.
You're only on one camera.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're just sharing. But anyways, Lando, man, I wanted to ask you how you go about picking a rider for your video. So like Kyle or anything like that. Are they just close homies that you were like, yeah, let's fucking do this?
So VisionQuest was all either whoever was riding in Kingston, because there's only like 6 of us in total, including
Right.
myself when I lived there. And then I think there was like 1 or 2 sections with like my buddy Todd had the first one with that really old Tom Dooley song. And he
Oh,
was
Tom
like,
Dooley song.
he was like a longtime friend. I think it's probably like the Kingston Trio. And yeah, he's just like super long time friend. He came up for 2 days just to like hang out at my place and like see what college life was all about. Because I think he stayed at home when he went to college.
Right.
And he filmed all those clips in like an afternoon, and it was like enough for like a 1.5-minute part basically. But for the most part, it's just whoever's around. And then even for Canada too, it was the first section of Kingston riders was again everyone who just rode in Kingston. with the exception of one or two kids who were from outside the city who just sort of heard that we were riding and would join in.
And then there were journeymen like us.
Yeah, and then as you get into Canada, it's more like people that I've known for years, and then even if like I'd say 90% of it is people that I met
For sure.
while filming.
Now, there's a clip in Canada where you are riding, is it Canada or VisionQuest, where you're riding this weird fucking wooden cellar door, and this person is like giving you shit for it, but then they're totally fine with it like 2 seconds later. Did I see that wrong, or?
Oh.
Do you remember that at all? They lift the cellar door up, and you were like, "Oh yeah, we'll leave," and then you were fine.
Yeah, where he does it. It's not.
Yeah,
It's Aussie who rides it. Yeah, so
I got a great clip on that.
Yeah, so we like rolled up, and then this guy.
Young and Shepherd.
Yeah, he was. This guy was taking out the trash, and it's behind like I think like a Chinese food place.
Right.
And the guy was like, "Oh, you can't ride this. Like it's been broken 3 times. We've had to pay to fix it." So we're like, "Oh, can we just get one clip?" And then his boss comes out, and he's like, he's like, "No, not a chance. You're riding it." And then as soon as his boss goes back inside, the guy's like, "Okay, one time, go." And we're like, "Okay." So I like get my camera out. Ozzy literally took one take at it, and then the guy went
That's
inside.
sick, man.
Yeah, it just worked out.
By the way, joining us is
Eric Weir, Mr. BMX Taxi.
Hello. Hi.
He is
I'm so
absolutely
excited.
thrilled to be here.
He
Much
loves
excited.
the internet.
He loves the internet,
It's
especially Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub's the best.
It is pretty
That's
dope.
his favorite internet website.
Yeah. We were talking about
Hashtag
Pornhub
more
earlier
money
and
on
about
Pornhub.
how Ozzy just figured it out. But we're going to leave that alone because we've already talked about porn for about 20 minutes out of this 2-hour podcast.
Yeah.
That's like 1/8 of it or something.
Dude, it's an important part, though. Like,
Yeah.
I thought we were going to continue.
well, maybe later, man.
For
maybe later.
for the whole picking riders thing though, so for those videos I did not pick a single person, like I especially didn't pick this guy.
I forced my way into
Yeah.
videos.
There you
He
go.
was like, I won't waste your tape is what he told me, and he didn't. So
That's smart,
I had to
man.
believe him. But from here on out, I do have obviously I'm just gonna film all the homies for
Right.
the Canadian volume videos, but I do have a few like particular projects I'm working on with people.
For sure, man.
Sebastian Gagne's one. He's got like a part coming out for Harvester and like Canadian sort of.
Is he the new Harvester rider that I keep
Yeah,
seeing?
yeah.
Yeah, man. He's
Long,
fucking. He's,
Brain and Beacon.
Yeah.
Basically, John Lennon on a bike.
he looks pretty. Dude, he kills it. Like, all this shit that I'm seeing of him is really dope.
Yeah,
So, good on
so
him.
Tricks.
we've already.
He's got some dope
I
tricks.
already have like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes of footage of him roughly.
Nice, man.
So yeah, we've already been out working on.
I believe there's a
weekends.
couple of wobbly fisheye clips.
No,
in
not
there.
anymore.
Took
No.
them out?
No, there shouldn't be any. Oh, maybe from your camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
There
camera.
you go.
Not mine.
Yeah.
Gotta have that wobbly fish, boys.
Yeah.
At least a couple of
And
wobbly
then from
fish
there,
clips.
I'm hoping to work on something with Chris Silva.
What about Love Gun?
Maybe Love Gun. Love Gun might get some shine.
There
Nick
you go.
Thorne for
Yeah,
those. of you
Hey,
who don't
I
know.
actually, is he a fucking Port Elgin or Wyerton kid?
Iron
Star.
Yeah. A porn star.
was,
Yeah.
porn
Possibly a porn star. We aren't too sure.
Possibly.
I don't know what he does.
He's hanging out.
Man,
He's always got to tear a bigger hole in the crotch of his pants. So,
Yeah.
for sure.
so
Always.
shit'll dangle.
So,
Yeah, you rode with him the other day. Yeah.
there you go.
That was a good day.
another pair
Hey,
of
he did
pants.
something pretty crazy that
Yeah, yeah,
feeds
he did.
Yeah.
The gap. Yeah, that was
That's sick,
a good
man.
clip, man.
You
Dude.
worked for it, too.
One of the best clips that I filmed this year was a gap to Smith. And that shit's difficult, man. Like, I don't do grind
Wasn't
tricks
that
very
like
often.
tire ride to Gap to
Yeah,
Smith?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a big thing.
That
You
spot
must
is
know that
awesome.
spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why haven't you done that on it?
Actually, Cam found the spot.
Yeah,
before I-
it's actually 30 seconds from my girlfriend's house, so I ride there all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice
Wow.
spot. It's even lit up at night.
I know. It's like a tire ride ledge thing to Gap to Smith.
Yeah, I gotta
When
go back
saw
and
that, I was
decap
like,
it.
Damn. I think I commented
tight,
on
too.
it.
Yeah.
That's a
It's a
man shit.
fucking. If you were
That's
there,
amazing.
you would be like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah,
it's a
it
big
looked
gap.
big
It's a
in the
tight
clip.
run up.
It looked big in the fucking clip. I was
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Where the hell did
Yeah.
that come from?
Yeah, man, we're trying.
Goats
But,
Gap Smith.
Landon, man, you had a
Goats,
dope
gaps.
gap to Smith in Canada, I believe it
Markham,
was,
I believe.
or was it
the clip was
Vision?
filmed.
It was, yeah. Yeah.
And man,
I work a minute away from that spot.
that's sick.
You got any
Yeah.
other tidbits of information you've been looking for?
Well, like I watched VisionQuest and Weed VMX stuff as well as
Canada last night with my girlfriend after dinner.
Canadian's the best watch out of all of those.
Yeah, you definitely killed it, man. That was a great video.
He's got a full length that he's done online.
So, what is your idea between like full lengths and edits? Because I don't do very well with edits. I don't like them. I feel like I can't fit enough good stuff in them. That's why I stick to doing full lengths, and that's why I do them so long too. Is just because I feel like if you're gonna buy it, you might as well get everything. And have you ever thought about selling it, or are you strictly just gonna do Vimeo and YouTube?
So right now I'm just doing the Vimeo and YouTube, but me and this guy are actually in the works. I'm doing 20 limited copies of Canada Volume 1 on DVD, and then for Volume 2 it'll come out right at the time. But it was just like, I really didn't know what I was doing with Canada, so when it came out I wanted to do DVD, but I was like, I don't want to just make them wait, another 2 months or however long it's going to take me. But yeah, when those come out, I'll definitely let you know. You guys will be getting a copy. You've been asking me for months. You haven't even watched it.
I watch bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'll wait for the hard copy.
I just recently found out too that old computer tower I have in the basement, it has a LightScribe DVD writer on it, which is one that can inscribe stuff onto the actual DVD. Not a sticker.
Is that a pre-2005 piece of equipment?
It is. My parents bought it for me just before university in 2004.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
That's so good.
You got me.
Every time.
But yeah.
Fuck.
So yeah, there will be some DVD
Were you even
copies.
born before 2005?
You know what's funny? I was actually watching a Weed BMX. I think it was Weed BMX Aussie's part for 2006 last night.
Yeah.
I was 10 years old when that came out. 10 years old. I wasn't even fucking jerking my little ding dong yet, bud.
It's a good part, isn't it?
It was,
It's
dude.
got kinked rails in it.
It's got kinked rails, bank to rails.
Like decent stuff in there.
Oh yeah.
That was actually all filmed in like 2004 to 2005.
What year, how old were you when you started riding, Ozzy?
Oh no, this.
Yeah, I want to know this one.
Rocks.
How old were you?
It was in the 90s.
What influenced you to ride?
Do I have to give the year away in the 90s?
Yes.
You should. And also, before we go any further, where the fuck did you get a pet alligator?
Oh,
You had a pet alligator.
I didn't even know this.
Hey, one of
He
the
had a
videos-
fucking-
Never told me. He's never told me.
There's an alligator
He's never
running
told
around
me
like
where
my
he got the
bedroom
alligator
and
from.
stuff. Yeah, it was pretty trippy.
He had it at his house, not even at his friend's house. He had an
We had a snake
alligator
out that thing,
in
too.
his residence, and he
No, not like in my room.
Yeah, in the room where you lived, where you co-inhabited.
Yeah, we grew weed in that room too.
You also rode. You had ramps set up in your house.
Same room.
You have multiple
Same room.
clips of you with you've got a bank to sub box. You do bar spins off a 2x4. I've never seen someone ride an individual 2x4 in the room with a dirty laundry basket, literally
With an alligator and weed growing in the corner.
No, that wasn't at the same time, I don't think.
Wait.
Maybe it could have been.
Did you buy the alligator to guard your weed? Because that would be smart as fuck.
That's something Ricky would do.
Yeah, the alligator guarded the room when I was gone. That's what it
have
did.
a trap with piss jugs.
Also, you and Mike Judge are the only people that I know to have ever owned an alligator. Mike Judge owned a...
Mike Judge, you know who Mike Judge
I do know Mike Judge. He owned commercial bikes.
And he never owned commercial bikes.
I thought he
rode for commercial bikes.
He rode for them. He didn't own it.
I believe a guy named Matt Seslak, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, owned commercial bikes.
Right.
I believe.
Sorry, but he also owned a fucking alligator.
Really?
Yeah.
You know who Mike Judge is? That's crazy.
Dude, he used to come to All
You know who
In.
that is?
Yeah. I've
definitely heard the name.
Yeah.
That's a legend.
Yeah, he comes to All In sometimes.
Yeah, he's
and
from
was
out that
there.
way, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Ask him about his alligator next time.
Well, man, maybe one day I'll get Mike on the podcast. That'd be kind of cool. He talks about fishing and shit, which is kind of boring, but
Maybe he
no
caught
offense.
his alligator fishing.
Shout out Brandon Webster with the fishing.
yeah, best
Fish
fisherman
master.
I know. Fishmaster, yeah, I see some of the... No, actually, what about James Wright from Oshawa? Big fish guy. I want to see, actually, a fish-off between James Wright and Brandon Webster.
That would be pretty crazy, man.
Those are two big fish guys, so...
Oh,
I don't
man.
know. They could go to... I think Brandon Webster would probably go to James's... I don't know if Brandon Webster has a boat. James Wright has his own boat, I believe, so... Anybody know who that is? James Wright?
No.
Oshawa guy?
No.
Smay Vision? Anybody know what Smay Vision is?
You lost
Heard
me,
of
man.
it, but again, yeah,
No,
you've
yeah,
lost us.
it's
You've lost us
those
all.
guys.
Yeah.
What were we
Okay.
talking about to begin with, though?
Alligators.
Alligators.
Yeah, you did
and
ask about the alligator.
Yeah.
Even before that, we were talking about.
when Ozzy got into BMX.
Yes.
Which, before we go any further, I have 2 minutes left on this tape. Are we down to sit for another little bit? If you guys are done, then we'll just close it off right
I
now.
want to go
let's
ride.
let's get a few
Yeah.
Sunlight's still out there.
quick ones in
I don't
right
know
now.
Yeah, we'll,
Can the cameras capture the sunlight? I don't know.
That one will.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's finish it off here. Ozzy, when did you start riding?
96.
96. I was
96.
fucking born in 96.
yeah.
That's so
Oh
good.
my god! Yeah, I had pegs on a freestyle BMX bike in '96.
That's dope, man.
Beautiful.
Alrighty,
Moving
so
forward.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
yeah,
I think I had my first BMX in like 99 or 2000.
No, you didn't. You can't call
You're
the
fucking
90s
too
out.
young.
You're lying.
No, I had a BMX
90s? Really?
in like 19. It was like either the very end of the 90s or early 2000s. It was like 99 or 2000. I had a BMX.
alrighty. Well, I think we're gonna end it off there. We have filmed for about 2 hours, and we're just gonna go ride some street now. So thank you so much for tuning in. I want to give a huge thank you to my 4 guests, the 3 that came in early, and the one that fucking walked in here like an asshole.
Just got back from
The fuck's wrong
Muskoka,
with
man.
Oh, you went to Muskoka? He had a Muskoka brew earlier.
Yeah, I did. I had the twice as mad.
IPA, there
I
you
love
go.
that shit, man.
There you
Stuff's
go.
awesome. I drove right by the brewery.
That's sick.
Racebridge, right?
Yeah.
Racebridge, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. There'll be a new one next week. Peace out.
Cheers.
Have a good one, everybody.
Oh, yeah.